Here we go. Hello, everybody. I'm Jay from Guilty of Crime, and we're back. Good to see you all. Happy Friday. How is everybody doing? Good to see you come in. Come on in. I got the conversations rolling here, and Jennifer Soto's confession that police missed. Will she be the next Casey Anthony? Now, we're going to have a call in show after we go over some really important day 5 of 5 analysis on Jen Soto, justice for Madeline Soto. And as soon as we finish that and analyzing this video, as well as I have a goal set up there, please take a look at the goal. If you get a chance, come on in, hit that like button for sure. It's free to do. All right. Subscribe if you haven't. If you haven't come in, hit all notifications. If you don't have your membership, you might want to get one tonight. I'm going to be gifting memberships as well. As soon as we cover the video and everything I have to say today, then we will be doing call-in. So let's try to hit that goal. You guys know the drill. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, get a membership if you can. What is up, y'all? Good to see you. It is a good day today. I'm going to put this up not only because it's Friday, it's a good day, but you guys know what? Yeah, we just started, Sheila. Good to see you, my friend, and happy birthday to all the Libras. It's Libra season. Scorpio season is next. We just started, Sheila. Come on in. Buckle up, because today we have made a lot of progress. I want to tell you that, number one. And Mama Sage, thank you so much for the $2.99 super sticker. You're always helping to support the channel. I appreciate you. Black Country Bum one. I just like your name. So there you go. Lori Miner, thank you so much for the $2 super sticker. It always helps. Everything helps to support the channel and then put it right back in. Now, listen, we have had a huge week. I don't think I've made this much progress ever in 1 week. Now, we started this initiative last Friday by getting the messages from Stephan Stearns all week long last week. We started it on Friday. I reached out to law enforcement and media outlets, and by today, it's only been a week. We've made so much progress. I had a call today with a media outlet in Florida, and we hit it off. We hit it off big time. This person that reached out to me about this case that we're covering and the Arrest Jen Soto initiative, it was great. We talked for almost an hour. I've never talked to this person in my life, and we just had a love fest. And imagine having a love fest while trying to hashtag Arrest Jen Soto. So that's how I feel about you guys. Shout out to you, Kissimmee, Kath Collins, listening from Spain. I want to go to Spain. All right, Jay, you've done a superb job all week. Together, loose ends and connected dots. Get the donkey arrested and indicted for at least 4 criminal charges. Well done. Well, yes, we've made progress, and all week long I've been sending over the information that I have to law enforcement and to the media outlets, 2 big media outlets that I'm talking to right now in the initiative to arrest Jen Soto. And I think we're going to get it done, guys. It's only been a week, but the progress it's tremendous. I'm just excited about the progress, because when we do content, when I present content to you, it's always great to present it and talk about it and get you guys thinking about the case and the victims. But this is real progress that we're making behind the scenes for a real actual arrest. So thank you guys. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you and the support that you've given me over the last year and a half. So thank you. What's up, Randy B? Good to see you. They are coming for you, Jennifer Soto. Thank you, Kelly, for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you. Let's get this loser locked up. Justice for Maddie. Oh my gosh, this media outlet person was really excited to talk about this. They know the case as much as I do, and we just talked some more about getting Jen Soto arrested. We're all on board. Law enforcement know that you guys that are local are looking to arrest Jen Soto because you don't want her to be another Casey Anthony. They know that they messed up in the Casey Anthony case. And we're going to start off with quickly. I've been following Casey Anthony since she came back into the public light, and I'm going to show you what she's been up to. And then we're going to get into the analyzing the case. And yes, Mom, lock your door, Jen Soto. They're coming for you. We even talked about where Jen Soto has been, you guys. So, oh my God. So I'm a little bit closer to knowing where she might be and why she is where she is, what she's thinking, what she's doing. But I'm pretty sure Jen is right next to all of you that are local in Florida. I think she's right down the street at Stephanie's house. And there are a few things going on behind the scenes on why she's hiding out. All right. But she's not going to hide too long. Kelly, again, thank you. Kissimmee, Florida says, hopefully the media outlet was Orlando. Channel 6, they produce. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. We're just going to say you're getting hot. It's getting hot in here, right? It is. It's getting hot. So I can't say a whole lot because obviously, we can't let the cat out of the bag before it happens, but we're 10 steps closer to hashtag arrest Jen Soto. If that doesn't happen, then at least we're going to say law enforcement looked at it. They took the information we had, and here you go. There's another Casey Anthony on her hand. So come on in, smash that like button, y'all. Let's do this. Let's arrest Jen Soto. Let me show you real quick what Jen Soto's BFF, what she's doing. Casey Anthony she might as well be her BFF because she's not going to be able to walk out there either. Lori Miner, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Say it without saying it, Jay, right? Exactly. I'm going to say it without saying it, all right? Michelle, how you doing, my friend? All right. Let's take a look real quick at what Casey Anthony is doing there in Florida. What the heck is she doing? What's Jen going to be doing in Florida if she doesn't get arrested? Is she going to be another Casey Anthony? Is law enforcement really going to let that happen? Are they really going to let her away? Let her just walk around like that and be free? Only me, baby. Casey Anthony, that bitch, the nerve to call herself an advocate. Oh, you know what's pissing me off even more? You want to know what's pissing me off even more? She's repping the LGBTQ community. Why is she doing that? Is she trying to monopolize a community that is in their feelers a lot? And I know that I'm in that community only by guilty by association because, well, y'all know what, I have a wife, right? I don't mean to be in that group, but listen, Casey Anthony is really trying to be an advocate for LGBTQ. And I really think it's because there's a lot of empathy and sympathy in that community because, it's really hard coming out, whether you came out 20 years ago or you're coming out now or you're transgender or whatever. She knows what she's doing. Happy Friday, y'all. Wesley says, Jay, pray for my son, Wesley. Yes, Wesley. Wesley, like to pray. You guys all pray for Wesley's son. I guess your son's Wesley. Is it a junior or are you using the account? Anyway, prayers, whatever's going on. We're all here for you. You know how we're the guilty of crime family. We support each other. Kel, good to see you. All right, so Casey Anthony may be walking around free. She may be a master manipulator like Jen Soto. She may be completely trifling. She may be manipulative, but she has something in common with Jen Soto, and that's that she's walking around free right now, and she's trying to play off of your feels, my feels, and the community. So let's just quickly look at her so we can get into this. This BZ, man, this is her TikTok. If you guys want to follow her, she has 86,000 followers and 81.6 thousand likes. Now, she just changes recently because I was following her. She's a researcher, a consultant, and an advocate, guys. I would not want her advocating for my cat or my dog. But then she goes to say that she's an LGBTQ ally and she puts her little rainbow there. This is my only account. Now, it is. I've been following her. I followed her when she came out with this first nonsense. Listen to her for a second.
We're sweat to death. Okay.
Oh, I'm going to follow her because I've been reporting
Today
on what
is
she's doing.
Saturday, March
Follow
1st,
her.
2025.
Follow her.
This is my first of probably many recordings.
Now, this is only 3 minutes, and I've been following her since she started this account. I absolutely am going to follow her, and it's only because I'm keeping track of what she's doing, who she's trying to get sympathy from, and the nonsense she's saying. So you don't have to follow her; you can follow me, and I'll keep you posted on this. This murderous mom is what I'm going to call her. All right. So Jen Soto, Casey Anthony, both Jen hated their daughters because the poor girls received all the attention. I agree. And both of them are still walking around freely. So you don't have to follow her. I'll do it for you and I'll report on what's happening. Let's listen to Jen's BFF real quick and see what is she doing? Why would she even do this? Did everyone really forget what she did?
On a series that I'm starting. I am a legal advocate. I am a researcher. I've been in the legal field since 2011.
Boo.
And in this capacity, I
Yeah.
feel that it's necessary, if I'm going to continue to operate appropriately as a legal advocate, that I start to advocate for myself and
What?
also advocate for my daughter.
How about
For
you
those of you who
advocate?
don't know, my name is Casey Anthony. My
Oh.
daughter is Kaylee Anthony.
Oh, we know, but maybe Jen Soto should hook up with her and have her start advocating for Jen Soto. What do you think?
My parents are George and Cindy Anthony. This is not about them. This is not in response to anything that they have said or done. That's not to say that I'm not going to respond at some point to some of the things that they have said and done. The whole point of this is for me to begin to reintroduce myself.
And you guys don't think that this is not methodical in the way that she did her documentary, and she's trying to target the generation that doesn't quite remember what she did and feels like she's a victim because they watched that super scripted documentary that made her like she was the victim. No.
I'm doing this both personally for me, but in a professional capacity. Moving forward, the majority of what you will see will be me speaking in a professional capacity.
Oh yeah? Where
My
are
goal
you?
is to continue to help give a voice to people, to give people tools and resources that they can utilize so they actually know where they can turn to.
Would anybody go to her?
Please join me on Substack. If you have questions, I will.
You guys, she has 81,000 followers and some support. Who's supporting her?
Set up an email address where we can correspond directly.
Right.
Up until this point, that has never happened. And it's only going to be on a limited basis regarding legal issues, legal matters. One of the main reasons that I'm doing this,
Can
there
you
are people
imagine?
close to me who have been targeted and attacked recently. There are also people close to me who have had some recent things occur.
You think that she's talking about Jen Soto? She advocated for her? You guys are in Florida, so you guys always talk about Casey Anthony. So I thought that for those of you that missed my initial presentation of Casey Anthony coming back into the spotlight, I don't think you want to follow her, but I think you want to know that she's out there in Florida being a nasty person again. What's up, Daisy Duke? You know I love your name.
And when necessary, people needed to step up, myself included. So
my goodness,
as a proponent for the LGBTQ community, for our legal community.
No.
I feel that it's important that I use this platform that was thrust upon me and now look at as a blessing as opposed to the curse that it has been since 2008.
Why is she talking like that? Hit that like button,
These
y'all.
aren't going to be perfect. They're not going to be edited. Most of the time, they're not going to be short. But I am proverbially standing in the light, embracing this piece, still going to keep my privacy intact. So you will get very comfortable with my car. And
she's advocating from her car, you guys. I just want you to see what this person is doing that didn't get arrested, that got away, that hid for the last freaking 20 years. And she's still in your community. And she's still lying about Zanny the nanny, by the way. She tells a bunch of things in the documentary that she lied about, but she still holds on to this junk. And she still, she needs money. She needs followers. We're not there to support her. I just want you to know that she's out there running around in Florida, possibly Fort Lauderdale area, taking people's husbands. She snatched up some lady's husband. All right. She's just a nasty person. She's nasty. And that's what's going to become of Jen Soto if they don't put her away.
I will explain in great detail why it's so important for people to protect their privacy. It's not just important to public figures. It's even more important to private individuals. And with the current climate in our country, especially, it's that much more important, which is why I am utilizing the Substack platform. Yes, I am advertising this and publishing this on TikTok, possibly also through other meta platforms, but my intention is to separate from that and
lie to the LGBT
even more
community.
why Substack is such an important resource for people to utilize moving forward. Anyway,
we've had enough of you. Casey Anthony's floating around like Jen Soto, and she thinks she's so special, whatever. What she thinks she's special. Let's not forget, it's not you versus me. It's you and me versus the system. No, it's not. No, it's not. Nobody even likes you. Now she goes into this trying to make immigrants make this country. Immigrants made this country possible. Come on, get the hell out of here. All right. Next time I report on her, it'll be some dumb thing that she's doing. Or maybe I'll reach out to her and tell her Jen Soto needs some advocating for. So maybe she can help Jen Soto and they could both be the most hated people in Florida, probably on this planet. All right. So we're going to get into a really, really, really important video today that analyzes Jen Soto and the linguistics of her confession that the cops didn't catch. All right. Let's go into this. And I also want to show you the deception deck. I went over the deception deck before I got on here tonight. Now we're doing the same type of thing with forensic linguistics and body language. We're looking at Jen Soto in this clip. All right. And oh my God, I went over the deception deck, and out of the stack of cards, the whole deck, that's like a really 52 pickup deck, the deception deck. Oh my God. Let me just quickly, I'm not going to read them all, but let me show you everything that came up, and I think you'll agree. Heather, shout out to you. You're not late. We just started. I pray Jen Soto gets locked up. Me too. All right, let me just show you real quick. If you have the deception deck or you have the app, oh my God. First one, you guys know leakage. She leaks so hard, she might as well be breastfeeding. All right, but I'm here all day long. All right, leakage. Liars can unintentionally reveal the truth through their choice of words. Oh my God, that's Jen Soto. Question with a question. Need I say more? Jen Soto. We. Oh my God, the word we conveys a sense of partnership. Liars misuse we, indicating a partnership that wouldn't have existed otherwise. That's a huge one. There you go. Another one. I'm glad you got that, Allie. She leaks so hard, she might as well be breastfeeding. Dead. All right. Yeah. All right. Started. Oh my God. How many times does she talk about something starting or beginning or doing? Liars often use action words so that because their plan is not fully developed. So they started doing something. All right. Just remember that, y'all. Remember that. All right. You lost to a girl. Thank you for becoming a member. Dawn, Grandma 3. Thank you for the Guilty of Crime membership. And Foxy, thank you for the 420 Guilty of Crime membership. I do appreciate you. All right. Sitting. And it's not just sitting. It's a word like sitting, standing, laying. We were sitting at the computer and we talked about XYZ. Liars often use action verbs to describe something in their lives so that you can believe the role that they're playing. Left, just like saying left, we left. Liars often use the word left when describing a transition from one location to the other and attempting to slow down the narrative. We left Maddie there and began to talk at the computer while we were erasing Stephan's phone. That's so simple. The word this often suggests emotional closeness that a liar sometimes misuses, revealing a closeness to the actual crime. And you'll see what I'm saying. She changes tenses very often. You'll remember that. She goes from talking about Maddie now or talking about a situation now to the past tense to the forward tense. She changes her tenses very often. She also says, I want to say. Often liars use something like I want to say, or I want to show you, or I want to whatever. All right. Recognizing misinformation. Is there any point to which you would wish to draw my attention? This one, the reason I brought this up, because we're actually talking about the dog analysis, where Jen Soto talks about the dog being taken out for a walk and the leash that, right? The leash and the dog almost peeing in the bed. Well, this one, they're using that exact phrase. So you want to recognize missing information in this where they want to draw attention to, like, to the curious incident, the night the dog did this or that curious incident of the dog. It's avoidance. The speaker is sidestepping a topic that logically should have been covered, indicating a possible deliberate omission as well as a gap. So she wanted to fill that gap in time where Maddie was going to school or something was happening with Maddie by giving misinformation. Now, we also want to talk about her flirting. We always talk about flirting and we say, why does it sound like she's flirting with the officer? Well, really, it's ingratiation, guys. She's using that to divert the tactics of suspicion by being overly friendly. So maybe we're mistaking ingratiation for flirting. All right. She uses past tenses a lot. Reticence, you guys know what that is. Liars keep fabricated parts and they make things short and sweet so you don't know their part. All right, so reticence is basically minimizing what you do so that you don't make a mistake. We know about the temporal lacunae, right? You guys know about that. Words such as often, then, while, when. All right, we see that. Assessing motivations, that's just indicating that she's trying to protect somebody's trying to safeguard a situation. All right, they're attempting to evade negative outcomes like shame or jail for Stephan Stearns, right, by getting him a lawyer. Long prologue, that's important. Liars often spend a lot of time leading up to fabricated parts of the story. This is usually a subconscious effort to delay the stress that comes with lying. She does that a lot, and then she uses the word honestly, or frankly, or truthfully. And then she minimizes adverbs by saying just, only, simply, merely. All right. She hit almost a third of that deck, and watch today how deceptive she actually is. All right. So you guys do me a favor. It's free to hit the like button. We're getting closer to the goal. After we hit the goal, we're going to do call-ins, a phone number. You guys are going to call in and tell me what you think. Is Jen Soto going to be the next Casey Anthony? All right. Thanks again to Veriscope. This is the best day 5 of 5.
Welcome to Veriscope. We're going to be analysing the police interview of Jennifer Soto today, and we're also going to be going through the Veriscope analysis of her linguistics. One of the things that immediately struck me was that pre-crime with her linguistics, the I pronoun, which we see over here, was dominant, and Madeline.
And before we even got into this, I showed you the deception deck. It was probably 20 cards of the deck, and you see here we're in this one. It's I, we, she. These are all the words that are going to be broken down. This is a really important video. I thought it was important enough to leave off with a day 5 of 5.
Was less dominant, and the we, showing connection with the perpetrator Stephan Stearns, was less so pre-crime. During the actual crime window, this is the concerning thing for forensic statement analysts. We have a psychological unity with the perpetrator, and also post-crime. What is extremely concerning is the pronoun she for the victim, Madeline Soto,
doesn't use her name.
Is extremely dominant, and without her name being used. So Madeline's name has been removed from the linguistics, and she's been replaced with the pronoun she.
All right, so listen to that. You guys, we talk about her never saying Maddie's name, but calling her the body, calling her she, her, but never saying her name. Now, this guy is brilliant, and he's brilliant for using this analysis. This is a forensic analysis. This is actual software that he's using and dissecting this. It is brilliant, and law enforcement use it. They use it as well,
which is extremely concerning for a mother to do that. So we can move on with looking at the video.
Yep, let's take a look, guys. Come on in.
I'll press play. The thing to notice here is to catch her body language.
If you didn't catch that, we're looking at her body language, and we're looking at the forensic linguistics, and we just talked about how much deception how many deceptive words and situations that she's doing in this little short video.
My name's Kevin. I work for the Orange County Sheriff's Office. I believe Matt, Detective Smallwood from City. The goal, obviously,
Exactly.
Departments doing most of this investigation. We're at the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Our people, we have resources out there, obviously doing active. So it's kind of a joint effort. So Detective Smallwood's kind of going to read through the timeline and everything else.
The body language of a mother whose daughter is missing is one of slight resentment. She appears as if she's not settled in and wasn't expecting the interview. I get the impression that this is a separate police department than has already spoken to her. And rather than what a mother might do with her missing daughter, which is to be so keen to speak to anyone that can help, we have a slight closed off and resentful attitude, which we note down as unusual.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're over there.
You want me to go through the whole time?
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, we'll start with Sunday. If we do Sunday.
All right, this is where she starts getting her rolls to dry those fake tears. All right. And just remember, minimizing taking the side of Stephan, not using your daughter's name, asking to see those disgusting pictures again after she already seen them. Let me see them again. I think she wanted to know what evidence they had against her and what evidence they had against Stephan. That's why she wanted to look at it again. All right.
Okay.
She now knows she's in for the long haul, and she knows that she's going to have to go through the whole thing.
Sunday.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday, guys.
So she's about to start and preempts tears, asking for tissues.
Let's throw some tissues at her, guys. Just throw her some tissues. And still, to me, she looks very scared that something's going to happen to her directly, like they may not let her walk out. She pretends to be an airhead, but keep in mind all of the deception cards that I just showed you before we started this, so you can understand what it is that she's actually doing rather than being a grieving mother. She's not. That is, in my opinion.
The sigh of the expectation of having to explain what's happened is not the sigh that we would expect from a mother keen to convey information.
So actual tissues? I can give you this whole one.
Just throw it at her. Here you go, Jen.
Sunday. Birthday party. She spent the whole day at my mom's house.
Yep.
They celebrated with the whole family.
Thank you.
So here we have the name Madeline is redacted. This is the sound that you're hearing of redaction. And she's talking about the family. We had a birthday party.
I was at work. I just started a new job last week.
And please pay attention to this. This is a huge piece of evidence right here. This piece of evidence is giving you what we talked about yesterday, that time frame that just isn't possible. The time frame of her getting off from Disney at 10, getting home about 10:30, eating a pub sub, interacting with Maddie, counting Maddie's money, talking about the birthday, hanging out with Stephan. All of that happened in 30 minutes and everything else disappeared. After that, she doesn't remember because she went to sleep. So please, please, please pay attention to this interview. If any interviews, and if you just came in, guys, we are absolutely making progress behind the scenes with law enforcement and the media, big media outlets. And one other thing I forgot, I think I reported on this before, but Betty Holland, do you know Betty Holland, the little blonde law enforcement blonde? I don't know what her role exactly was. Betty Holland's, well, one of the uppers that gave the press conference. She resigned because she was doing some shady dealings with law enforcement, and she's gone. Marcos Lopez is gone, and several other law enforcement people in the position 4 doing really nefarious money laundering kind of trafficking things. Okay, Betty Hall, police chief, thank you. She resigned. Marco Sophus got arrested, and many other people are gone. I actually had a conversation about that thing today, and I said, let me remind the crime crew that so many figures in this case that we learned to look out for and see if they were going to talk to us are gone. All right, this is not the video, Kissimmee. This one only goes to 35 minutes. If you jump to the section of the interview, this is not the actual interview. This one is only 35 minutes. But if you want to email me, I would be certain to pull it up and go to the 59-minute mark. All right. But if you take a look here, this video only goes to 35 minutes.
Before.
Okay. Where's that at?
Come on, guys.
At Coronado Springs, front desk concierge.
Okay.
I was finishing up my last day of. No, I wasn't in my last day of training. I was still in the middle of training. Sunday in the middle of training.
Shoot.
I couldn't miss to go to her birthday party. So I went to work.
She was in the middle of training. She couldn't miss to go to the birthday party. But listen, I turned it up. It's that. It just doesn't ever change. It's very scripted. And you can hear it. Without even hearing the words she's saying, you could hear it.
I was with my family all day. She had the best day. She was so happy when I got home and I saw her. At my house around 8:30 that night. I wasn't home. She got dropped off alone. About 10 to 15 minutes later, Stephan showed up.
At your house in Kissimmee.
At my house in Kissimmee, he called me. Or he texted me, I don't remember. But he let me know he was there and that she was getting ready for bed. She was doing her routine. So she took her nighttime meds. And
okay, guys, we have to stop there. We just got started. She literally just lies right out of the gate. Stephan's there. He helps her with her bedtime routines. Now, I know this is a freaking lie when she's talking about him getting her ready for bed and giving her the medication. You know what she forgot about, guys? And I'm sure toxicology would back up that little girl that just turned 13 had THC in her system. She did not tell that officer that Maddie was anxious that night, and so Jen suggested, how about she smoke some weed? Let's give her the vape pen and let her smoke some weed. And by the way, she needs an Ativan. That's an adult medication. Ativan for a little girl. And then on top of that, let's give her another Ativan, and that's not even including the sleeping pills that you're going to give her on top of that. And then possibly Maddie might have taken some herself, because apparently the bottle was not closed all the way. Thank you, Daisy Duck, so much for the $2 super sticker. Clar, thank you. Love you, Jay. 4 beautiful mods, and you big babies of the crime crew. Clar, I hope to see you in Vegas, my friend. We are totally planning out the Vegas trip. We may get a booth. If we get a booth, we're definitely going to be doing meet and greets and having merchandise there. So start thinking about CrimeCon 2026, y'all. And if you're going to come, send me an email. Let's talk about it. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, don't apologize ever. If you want to send me some, I'd be happy to look at it. And thank you, guys. I'm going to gift some memberships right now. So you got to hit that like button to be interacting with it. All right. Yes, Ativan. Your past took Ativan for seizures. It will knock you out. Now, give a 13-year-old a strong vape pen. Let her smoke some weed. And then let's give her some Ativan and then her sleeping pills. And on top of that, just feed her a bunch of junk food. She left all of that out, guys. All of it. All right, now listen. She just literally skipped over the whole thing. And everything fast forwarded all in 30 minutes.
She got in the shower to get ready for bed.
What meds? What does she take?
She takes hydroxyzine.
Okay. What is it for?
It's for anxiety and for sleep.
Okay.
And I feel like that's leakage, guys. I feel like that was leakage there. Look at I left on the screen. All she said was Ativan. She literally only said Ativan. And she uses it for anxiety and sleep. But that's not true. She talked about hydroxyzine, which is essentially Benadryl. She didn't tell the officer that Maddie was taking Ativan. She didn't tell her about the anxiety that she just leaked that out about anxiety. She leaked that she had anxiety at night. All right. She does love talking about meds, but she sure didn't do that. No, I'm not a doctor, Gail. I'm not a doctor at all. So I'm not sure what you're saying. I'd like you to continue coming on my channel. I appreciate your email, but I'm pretty sure I never said I was a doctor whatsoever. But thank you. I don't know why you bother sending an email if you're gonna have comments like that. I just don't get it, guys. All right, no one said anyone was a doctor. Little girls, I have a little girl that's gonna be 11 years old, and I'm telling you right now, I would never ever let my doctor give my daughter Ativan at 11, 12 years old. So no, I'm not a doctor. I'm a freaking mama bear. I'm a mother of 2 children. And hydroxyzine is an allergy pill. It's like it's kind of like Benadryl. So yeah. Otherwise, we're just gonna time people out, okay? Yes, Dave, you got that right. Dave says Jay only plays doctor with her wife. Ding, ding, ding. I freaking love you guys. I love you. Yes, I only play doctor with my wife. So there's your answer. I hope you like that. Jennifer Soto in Stripes for Life, justice for Maddie. All right, now listen, you guys heard what I said. You heard what Maddie was taking. There's prescriptions. They have prescription. The 5 people just dropped out. I freaking love it. If you guys are hate watching, don't leave a comment. You're going to get timed out. Teresa, thank you. All right, let's keep going. All right, so she skipped all out on that. Deborah says, right, me too. We're all like doctors. We're moms for, yeah, exactly. And the funny thing is that I got an email the other day from that person that just made the comment and told me I was a bully. She said she literally had to unsubscribe from my channel and she couldn't look at my face. I made her sick. She said I made her sick because I'm a bully. All right, you guys in chat, while we're watching this, you guys, if anybody thinks I'm a bully in chat, write it, please. Put a 1 in chat if you think I'm a bully and 2 if not. I'm okay. I'll take it, guys. Let's go.
Now, could she take that by herself, or would he have given that to her?
I think she took it by herself. She got home and she had already taken it.
How do you know that?
That's what he told me.
Yeah, man.
Ooh, did you notice the change
like,
there?
What?
Did you notice that she had to think
Thank you.
of a reason?
God.
Did you notice the tonality change?
Right?
It was quite pronounced.
Happy
I think
Friday.
here is a good time to go into the actual Veriscope analysis itself. Overall,
all right, so now we're going to go into that. All lowered a little bit. And I love you guys. I appreciate you guys that have been here for a really long time. And I wonder that too. I wonder if Jen Soto trolls come here. I think they do. And I'm in such a good mood today. It's like I'm just playing with her at this point. She 5 for 5. You lost at Guilty of Crime. Man, I know. I don't even know where that comes from, y'all. Like you guys know that you know me. Like what? Call me a bully? That I'm in a good mood though, so you can call me whatever you want right now. I was like, I'm the complete opposite of a bully. What? All right, thank you guys for showing the love. Anna says, I've disagreed with you before and you've always been respectful. Well, welcome to Guilty of Crime. For those of you that can agree to disagree, thank you. But I will disagree that I'm a bully. All right, let's keep going.
Though I don't like to get ahead of myself.
Oh my God.
During this interview, during 17 minutes of the interview, it's over a couple of hours, but we're analyzing the first 17 minutes. We have over 157 deception markers, and that consists of pronoun mistakes,
and all
time
these
mistakes, which we discuss as temporal, and also sensitivity markers. A sensitivity marker, generally speaking, would be something like because, or a reason why, an explanation, and an over explanation causing sensitivity. So what we've discovered is some very interesting anomalies within her linguistics, in particular concern.
Okay, I'm going to gift memberships right now while we're doing this, just so I can keep you guys saying nice things in chat. You know I love you guys. You guys have been here for so long, and I think one of the best parts about this show is being able to interact with you guys. I don't roll over, but I'm the farthest from a bully. When I see people being bullied, I want to put them under my wing and take them into the spotlight and tell people, you don't mess with them or you have me to mess with. That's not a bully. That's me. I literally just want to help every little thing that's broken. All right. And yeah, where's my honey badger? All right. I'm going to gift you guys memberships right now.
Here with these two greens on the timeline, which we feel as analysts is the crime window.
So funny.
And we have particular emphasis in her language about the timing of the murder window, which would lead us to start to ask questions of prior involvement or prior knowledge of the crime.
Thank you, Lori.
So as we can see here, we have a graph for the different types of sensitivity. Missing elements are an interesting thing. As you begin to learn how to do statement analysis, sometimes it's the missing parts of a statement which reveal a lot. For instance, a missing pronoun I went to the shops instead of I went to the shops. Left the house instead of I left the house. The missing I sometimes in a sentence.
And I wonder if this guy is like helps law enforcement or what, but even outside of this, guys, this whole like a third of the deception deck I already pulled out from the deck with her deception. So imagine that. Look at all these other indicators. It was like 93%. Yeah, I'm just in a good mood today, y'all. So I'm just messing around a little bit. If someone comes in here and tries to say stuff like that, I'm gonna put them on the spotlight because I was making a very valid point. One Love says, I like to be bullied. Thank you, Marcy C.
Is because the person is removing themselves psychologically from responsibility.
Oh yeah, 5 memberships, guys.
The other thing about her linguistics in this particular interview is we have some very concerning telephone patterns. All 3 of the individuals in the house forgot their phones. Madeline, the child that they told us was dropped off at school, forgot her phone at home. Stephen Stearns, the convicted murderer, forgot his telephone at home whilst he was hiding Madeline's body. And Jennifer Soto also forgot her phone. And we have various things happen to the telephones, like factory resets.
Oh my God, I love this man here. What he's saying. He literally 94% deception. Maddie left her phone, Stephan left his phone, and Jen left her phone. One time they call it a coincidence. 2 times they start to call it evidence. So remember that, guys. If you're ever in a situation outside of, being on the internet, coincidences don't happen in true crime, in my opinion. 1 time, maybe a coincidence. 2 time, you better start collecting evidence. All right. Thank you, Suzanne. I appreciate you. I love you guys. Thank you guys for helping me and supporting the channel the way you do. Everybody forgot their phone that day. What a coincidence.
We have significant hedging by Jennifer Soto.
Yeah, man.
And
that's crazy.
This is an unusual pattern, which does indicate the possibility of prior knowledge of the crime.
And you guys thank Darlene.
As you begin to learn the skills of an analyst, and what you'll be doing is looking over my shoulder as we analyze the case. For 30 years, I've sat opposite people as an interviewer and forensic linguistic analyst. And what I've learned over analyzing thousands of cases and interviewing thousands of people, but the truth is normally always there if we look carefully. If looking at the transcript afterwards, we can normally find things hidden in the patterns of our language and our unconscious communications. So
and although, guys, I'm not a doctor, but I play it on television. Have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen that commercial? He goes on and says, I'm not a doctor, but I always play one. And he goes on, I'm not a doctor, but today I am. And what I'm going to tell you, really, though, you don't give your child, everybody knows that, you don't give your child adult medication and then double, triple, whatever. Toxicology will tell you that. Hi, Jay, this is all great analysis, just an interesting, but how is it relevant and helpful as zero, but it doesn't need to have hard evidence, Kissimmee, Florida. And I can't give you the hard evidence. I can't share with you what the evidence is that law enforcement has and that they're using. But listen, law enforcement is, and I assure you, law enforcement does use Veriscope and other forensic analysis, and they have been watching my videos. They told me that they've been watching my videos and listening to the connections that I'm making. So I'm not a police officer, but I play one on TV. But what I am doing is putting Jen Soto in the spotlight, day 5 of 5, hashtag arrest Jen Soto, while everybody is working behind the scenes to put the case back in the spotlight. That's what I can say. I'm actually going to play a police officer for Halloween. I've got my vest that says police and my hat and my badge. All right. We need Monster Mommy to, yes, but they are watching this, and yeah, I can't give you the evidence. I can't ruin it, but I can tell you that they're making progress, and it just feels so great what they're doing behind the scenes.
Hopefully what I'll be able to do is teach you the basics and principles of statement analysis rapidly, so that you attain 80 or 90% of the actual ability that
You're
might
a
take
super
decades
duper
to learn.
doctor.
But similar to poker, it takes 10 minutes to learn, but a lifetime to master. So my goal is to rapidly teach you as much as possible in as short as time as we can. So remembering back to the interview, and the detective asked her to start on the Sunday, and then she asked for a tissue immediately. And then did anyone notice she didn't actually use it? So it was preemptive and not needed. But here's the interesting thing that I immediately spotted, and Veriscope, the truth AI, spotted. She says, "This is Sunday. We had a birthday party.
Thank you.
We spent the whole day at my mum's house, and we celebrated with the whole family." Sometimes Madeline's name was redacted in the sentence as well.
And you guys can just look at this, right? You look at this and it says we a bunch of times. I think that was one of the first things you guys picked up on, was the fact that she kept saying we in all the interviews, right? So yeah, this tool is used by law enforcement, and I do have people that I talk to behind the scenes that do this analysis and provide it to law enforcement, although they can't use it on the stand, but they can use it to look at the case again with fresh eyes and see where the deception lies and where they might be able to find evidence. So unfortunately, I'm not a doctor or a police officer, but I am presenting true crime, and hopefully something comes out of it instead of just entertaining you guys.
Well, and then she goes on to say, "I was at work." What's interesting is she wasn't at the birthday party.
Nope.
She couldn't go. She was at work. And she couldn't spend the whole day at her mother's house.
There's a whole card for we.
She was at work. And she couldn't have celebrated with the whole family because she was at work. So we're seeing in her opening statement to these new police officers who are interviewing her for the first time, a deliberate, possibly unconscious through shame or guilt, a deliberate conveying of happy family.
Yep.
Because she wasn't at these events, but is using an incongruent and incorrect pronoun of we.
And guys, sometimes when you're watching an interview, law enforcement looks at what you don't say. They obviously look at what you do say, but they look at what you don't. And Jen was only home in her story for 30 minutes before Maddie was sent to bed. So think about that. Think about how she tried to make people think, and it made us all mad, right? She called Stephan her Maddie's, what did she call it, stepdad? People thought Stephan was her husband, right? Or her partner. Listen, they weren't even together at that time. They weren't even together. They were broken up at this point. They weren't sleeping together in a sexual manner, she said, for years. Hey, Jay, I pray you have a good weekend with your family. Justice for Maddie. Thank you. Me too. I'm sure it will. Happy Friday, y'all. We're going to do call-ins in a little bit. You're not enough of a bully. Thank you. That's the funny thing. Thank you, Joanne. You're not enough of a bully considering the topic of conversation. And then I have whole YouTube channels that call me a a dummy for being friends with the Sterns or loving pedos. So you never can win. You just can't win. He called himself a bonus dad, which again, I still can't even with that. But yeah, I was shocked about that because he was still around. You guys know they dismantled this case right from the get-go when she said she claimed that it was her partner, her boyfriend. Sometimes they called him the husband. They weren't even together, but yet she's painting a picture. Yeah, Stephan said they were cordial, but that's it. She's making it look like Stephan was her stepdad, took over, been raising her. That's her partner. They're married. We didn't go to a birthday party. We didn't spend the day there. We didn't celebrate anything. That's just a bold-faced lie.
Taking
Thank you.
taking the benefit of being there when she wasn't, and that's deceptive. So as AI has said, this is AI's findings. Watch what happens here. She uses we 3 times for events she wasn't present for, and then admits I was at work. This isn't a slip of the tongue. When someone says we did something, their brain must access experiential memory for that to be true.
And you guys just take that, just take what he just said there. It's not an accident. It's her brain accessing what we did, meaning what her and Stephan did in order to get to the end of what happened to Maddie. She says it so many times. If you count the time she says we, it's probably hundreds of times throughout all the interviews, up until the point where she has to sit down and write it down with the lawyer. She can't say we anymore, but she didn't know they were going to find Maddie's body the day they did, and she didn't know that they were going to find all the CSAM. All right. I think Jen thought all she had to do was report that she did. Madeline was missing. She had a visit from the police around midnight on the night. She reported she seemed mad that night and high, by the way. Yeah, she did. I got to say, I do think that she thought that's all she had to do. And then they can just chill out and just wait. All right. No, Stephan's not able to watch my videos at all. All right, let's keep going.
True. You cannot remember what you didn't experience. And so this is like claiming to remember the taste of food that you actually didn't eat. So her mind reveals either that she's been told these details so thoroughly that she's absorbed them as a memory, or she requires psychological unity with whoever was there for some reason, or she's being extremely deceptive. And as the AI says, either way,
I'd say extremely
deception screams from those 3 incorrect pronouns at the very beginning of the sentence. So as an analyst, we're immediately on alert.
Sherry.
She then goes on to say,
I agree.
She had the best day. Do you notice she's not using the word Madeline very much?
And again, guys, just I wish I had a picture of the time line there, but just imagine it, right? She's talking about we had the best day. She was so happy. She didn't use Maddie's name, but then look at the timeline, guys. Maddie got dropped off at 8:30 that night. I wasn't home. She got dropped off. Stephan got there, let's say 15 minutes later. Let's say he got there at 8:45. He had an hour and 15 minutes to an hour with Maddie alone. All right. Now let's wait for her to talk about when she got home.
It's she's creating distance from her own daughter. She wasn't even there. She had the best day. She was so happy when I got home. And I saw her. You see, this linguistics.
Carrie.
She was so happy when I got home and I saw her. Right. This is concerning because to me, that is proof of life and it's unnecessary. Sometimes we can use the phrase, and I saw her or I saw him, but it needs to be in the correct position of the sentence structure. This is stumbling. She was so happy, and when I got home and I saw her, it's like
she's creating an alibi and a timeline as well as trying to create proof of life. I love that he said that. I love that it says why say and I saw her. All right. It's a mother coming home from work, guys, doesn't need to assert that she saw her child. It's assumed. many of the things Jen Soto says, it should be assumed. All right. When someone adds unnecessary verification, and I saw her, this is what he's talking about. They're working to convince you of something. She's establishing Maddie was alive. And in my opinion, she's also establishing a timeline. Why would she need to establish that? The brain does waste energy on obvious truth. This is a conscious trying to plant evidence of life where doubt exists.
Afterthought to prove that she was alive, and this concerns me. It makes me start to wonder if she wasn't killed in the morning of her birthday party.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if she had already passed away that evening.
Thank you, Sadie's mama.
Because there's a reason that proof of life
I missed
is being
you. I missed
stated
that.
so early in the police interview.
And again, guys, I don't think that she was gone at this time, but I do think that she wanted to be absent from whatever happened between the time Maddie got out of the shower and went to bed. She wanted to be completely absent from giving her medication. She blamed it squarely on Stephan Stern, squarely on him. She literally walks in that interview, says she got home, ate her pub sub, and Stephan got her showered and put to bed, which at this time now, looking at the toothbrushes in the shower, who knows if both of them were in there? I don't know. Marissa, thank you so much for contributing to the channel. People are jealous. You put in the hard work. Thank you. Hashtag arrest Jen Soto. I appreciate you. And Sadie's mama, choo choo. Full and utter justice for Maddie. Thank you. All right. I see somebody else. I see people coming in and I want to say hi to. Carrie, hi.
So she goes on to say, I got off, Maddie got dropped off.
Oh, Tiff. Tiff is in the house. Tiff Knox. Good to see you.
Maddie got dropped off at my house around 8:30. So we have what we call a time gap. It's so she's buying some time. I wasn't home. She got dropped off alone. Does anyone notice that we have got dropped off in the same sentence? That should be pink for sensitive. In statement analysis, words which are the same or phrases which are the same, which are close together in a sentence, we mark as sensitive. And the way that I mark it up is with a pink highlighter. The AI missed that.
And I do wonder why she is talking about Maddie being so happy when she got home and everybody else says she wasn't happy. It's very contradicting that Grandma Yolanda, Maddie begged Grandma Yolanda not to go back. She wanted to stay with Grandma and Grandma couldn't do it for whatever reason. All right. Also her friends at the birthday party also stated that Maddie was not happy. She was bitchy during the party. She didn't get the money that she wanted. She wanted money from her mom for her birthday, and Jen didn't give her shit. All right, everybody. And now Stephan's backing that up by saying, and again, you could believe him or not. I don't care as long as law enforcement can match what his story's saying. All right. But everybody said Maddie was unhappy. Even Stephan said when she got home, she was super anxious. So Jen said, just let her smoke the weed and give her the pill. Nobody's backing up that she was happy. Reverse everything Jen Soto says and you find the truth. Right. All right, let's keep going. Thank you so much, Don, Grandma of 3. Yes, but Yolanda sent her back being home, being self-centered she is. All right. I don't know about that. I don't know. I'm the only one who thinks Jen did the unalive. No, you're not, Southern Cat. You're absolutely not. And Lolly and Pops, I'd be pissed. First of all, I'd be pissed if somebody told me I just showered your daughter. I'd be mad. I'd be very mad. Maddie, we did some checking into in the beginning because I couldn't get past the fact that what she was saying. And I had to ask the roommate, what was wrong with Maddie? The way Jen paints a picture of Maddie is like she's slow. She's kind of low IQ, doesn't know how to get home, can't remember friends' numbers, and she has ADHD and also autism. So I had to ask, is she like maybe has autism and is not very verbal or not very smart? Like, what's the deal? No, none of that, guys. None of that. In my opinion, the autism, the ADHD, the anxiety, I think all of that stemmed from the abuse that was happening with Maddie, period. All right, Auntie Ree, hello, crime fam. What's up? But lets her take her medication on her own. Yeah, and that's a lie too, though. That's a lie. Not even true. What's up, my guy? Danny from LA. Thank you for your passion in getting Jen Soto arrested. Also, a shout out to all the beautiful ladies in chat. And I'd have to second that, Danny. Lots of beauties in here. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Chief, shout out to you, the guilty of crime boyfriend.
About 10 to 15 minutes later, Stephan showed up. This is interesting. Showed up.
Right? Like they didn't invite him?
Showed up.
Did they not invite him? What? Right.
So what does the AI say? Why say, and I saw her? Exactly. Stop here. A mother coming home from work doesn't need to assert she saw her child. It's assumed. When someone adds unnecessary verification, and I saw her, they're working to convince you of something. In statement analysis, as a general rule, ask yourself, are they trying to convince me, or are they conveying information?
She's trying to convince him, and she's creating an alibi for herself and Stephan. Now, Kalisa, when we see Maddie's text to her friends, she sounded perfectly normal, but you never know. So I had to check. I had to dig in there and find out. And as a matter of fact, hello to Jen's old roommate. She still watches our show. I reached out to the roommate that we had several interviews with, and listen, I had to get to it. She said, I want Jen Soto arrested. She's the one that would keep her bedroom door open because Jen Soto, Stephan Stearns, and Maddie would always be in the bedroom all the time, all three of them. So she verified Maddie's a perfectly normal little girl, smart, loving, kind, all of that. That was Jen trying to minimize her daughter's capacity in a way that people think that something's wrong with her. So that way, in my opinion, if she were to tell somebody, Jen would just say, oh, yeah, no, she has anxiety and ADHD. She's autistic. That didn't happen that way. All right, Tiff Knox, we have a communal boyfriend. Yes, it's Chief Rocca. The next Casey Anthony in what way? I hit yes. Well, the next Casey Anthony means law enforcement screwed up and let her go free. Casey Anthony was the biggest case in the history of Florida up until now where she got away. The community still hasn't healed from Casey Anthony just walking free. That's what I mean by that. If you know, you know, if you're from Florida. And the D-Rugs were forcing her on the abandonment from Jen. Also, it isn't true that Jen would yell and go ballistic on Maddie, or was that what Maddie told her friends and teachers? I think Maddie told her friends and teachers, but I think it was partially true. Absolutely. I mean, Stephan also said that they would fight. And when they would fight, what's the perfect opportunity to go in and be buddy with Maddie? All right. No, Jay, we haven't. You haven't what? Jen is sick. She knows everything that happened, and we want to know.
Because in a convincing statement, that tends to lend itself to deception. Conveying is an entirely different way of linguistics. So that's a hack for you. Are they convincing or are they conveying?
Good question.
And in her case, she's immediately convincing that it's happy families. She's not conveying. She's using the opportunity to attempt proof of life and to convey everything is happy and normal.
It'd be a timeline and an alibi, in my opinion.
Which doesn't seem correct. So she goes on to say,
well, listen, I think she will have that notoriety if she doesn't get arrested. She's walking around the streets. The Florida community has not healed. They're still very upset about what happened. They literally bring that up when law enforcement fails. They bring up the Casey Anthony case. So she might have some notoriety after 20 years of hiding out, just like Casey Anthony does, right? All right, let's keep going. So however you want to take it, is she going to be the next Casey Anthony? Is she going to walk free?
The timeline that cannot exist. Jen Soto. She was getting ready for bed. Here you'll notice the pinks. Mm-hmm. So we have getting ready for bed, get ready for bed. Getting ready for bed, hence, is sensitive to Jennifer.
She only has one-time immunity.
Getting ready for bed. She was doing her routine. You see, that's different than getting ready for bed.
Hey, Nancy
It's
Jane.
separate.
And do you notice that she doesn't give any more descriptive language here? And I think that's because she's following the script. Just look at my screen. Look at my screen. She says it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She says it about 12 or 13 times, she and her. But she doesn't give any descriptive medication. She doesn't give any descriptive language about her routine. You know why? Because she, in my opinion, doesn't want it to slip that she gives her Ativan sometimes when she's anxious or she feels like she's anxious. Maybe that's just a ruse to derug her up so that anything could happen to her. She can take the pictures, sell them. Stephan can have whatever way he wants. But look at that. Look at the screen, guys. She's talking about her daughter, Maddie. Her daughter, Maddie, that's been missing, and she doesn't know that she's no longer alive at this point. And that's the conversation that she's having. Proof of life, alibi, and a timeline, in my opinion.
That seems to me unusual. Why has she separated getting ready for bed? She was getting ready for bed. She was doing her routine.
What's her routine?
So she's attempting to make the whole thing routine
94%.
and normal.
Exactly.
She took her nighttime meds and she got into the shower to get ready for bed.
Yeah, that is a
The detective,
huge deal.
what meds? What does she take?
Exactly.
She takes hydroxyzine.
And she leaves everything else out. She only says hydroxyzine, which is a strong version of Benadryl, because you don't have to have a prescription. We know, whether you guys believe Stephan or not, we know, Stephan knows, and Jen knows by telling the officers, I need my medication, and having a big bag of medication and Xans, etc. She knows, he knows, everyone knows that Maddie was getting more than hydroxyzine. But yet, that's what she's going to say?
For anxiety and for sleep. Normally,
I think the dogs have anxiety.
And the AI has made a mistake here. It's put these reasons in blue, but actually the detective did ask her, what's it for? And she said it's for anxiety and for sleep. Had he not asked her, what's it for, then we would have paid more attention to this, because it would have been more sensitive, her giving the reasons without being prompted. But I recall the detective actually did ask, so we put less emphasis on her excuses. The detective, could she take that by herself, or would he, referring to Stephan Stearns, the murderer, have given that to her? Jen Soto, she minimizes. I think she took it by herself. She got home and she had already taken it. Now, bear in mind, Jennifer Soto wasn't there. She was at work.
Right. She was at work, and we're doing that. We're the ones doing that, guys. And yeah, if you guys are on Jen Soto's side, feel free to talk and chat if you're supporting her. I mean, you know, I actually was in the Casey neighborhood, and she put a Amscot on the map for me. Can't look at one now without thinking of that poor baby. I think you missed something, but I'm not really sure. I'm not sure this has been asked, but I don't remember. Yes, there's a toxicology report. There's a medical examiner report that's written up all the information. There's an autopsy report, but she's a child, so it's not going to be released to any of us. But yes, there is one.
Detective spotted that. Ah, yes. Again, we don't have him ask the question, but he's obviously asked the question. Do you remember when she went silent and her tonality changed? She had to think. That's what he told me.
I'm surprised she didn't say the dogs were anxious. We gave them Xans.
So watch the pink repetition. Get ready for bed, get ready for bed. It appears twice. The hydroxyzine sedates within 30 to 60 minutes.
Exactly.
The child takes it at 8:30, according to Stephan Stearns. By 9:30 should be drowsy, by 10:30 should be sedated. Yet at 11 o'clock, 2.5 hours later, Soto claims that her daughter is getting ready for bed. Not impossible, it's just unlikely.
She's a child.
And then notice that's what he told me. She distances herself from this knowledge. That's right. And the pronoun structure breaks down. It does. Look at that sentence. Sorry, look at this entire sentence and paragraph. It's quite unusual. So going on to
we're going to be doing this after, guys.
Okay, I realized
as soon as we're done, we're going to have a call in, and you guys know how to be respectful. Also, this time I will be a little bit harsh. So if someone comes in and starts pushing their weight and being disrespectful, I'm just going to hang up. So when we're done with this, guys, we're going to have call-ins, and we are totally, and when I say we, I mean me. I'm totally all on board to have a conversation, even a debate where we agree to disagree. But if you want to have a debate with me, you can't run away with your tails wagging and walk away and say, Jay's so mean. No, we're just going to have a debate. If you agree, we can agree to disagree respectfully. All right. So we'll do that when we're done here. And if you want to say something like Jen Soto distanced herself from her daughter, says not being there in her own daughter's party, right? You can say it. All right. Danny from LA said, I changed my profile. Who likes it? I like being able to see your eyes, Danny. All right. Let's keep going.
I was acting different and not being myself. Yes, you see, the detective has asked, okay, so what actually happened?
Yes.
I couldn't smile in front of the guests. Jen Soto has house guests.
Yep. Betty Holland.
That live upstairs.
She resigned.
I felt this wave of depression that I haven't felt in years. So she's introducing some kind of plausible deniability that she was unwell and perhaps wouldn't notice anything happen.
On anything. I love
in
debate.
effect, she's making excuses and she's not conveying.
Oh, this is a good one that we're going to pick apart here. You guys see how many eyes do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's like 40 eyes in there, man. Eyes and we. There's a whole card in the deception deck with the letter I when you're saying the letter I, when you're using that over and over. Allie Oz, thank you. I love Jay. She's not mean. She's fair. Now, just because I have resting bitch face, it doesn't mean I'm upset. All right, so let's keep going. And I just love debating. I was going to say, guys, when I covered Charlie Kirk and I said hashtag I am Charlie Kirk, I really do mean it. I really do. I want to exercise my right to have a freedom of speech, whether you like it or not. All right. There's what there's to debate is the people in chat that are coming in chat and saying, what good would this even do if whatever, just whatever you want to debate. I don't know. You want to debate that you don't like my hair? Let's talk. I just like debating. Again, hashtag I am Charlie Kirk. All right. Doesn't mean that I agree with what he was saying, but I can certainly get out there and debate with the best of them without being an asshat. All right. Love you, Jay. I'm crying. Debate if she's a potato or not. She is. But we can debate on whether she's going to be the next Casey Anthony or not. And yes, I am Charlie Kirk. Absolutely. All right, let's look at this. I'm going to find that I card while we're looking at this so you can see exactly. She absolutely acts younger than her daughter. Also, Jen can't help but talk about herself. I. Yes, we're pro First and Second Amendment. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. I want to debate you putting designs on the sides. All right, let's keep going. I do put designs on my sides, by the way.
I felt this wave of depression I haven't felt in years. It was my bipolar symptoms coming up again. When I got home, I looked in the mirror. Oh dear, that's sensitive. And I was not happy. And I was very depressed. So this is her daughter's birthday party. And
13. It's a big deal.
In a very short time.
And it's not because I'm a doctor.
We spent the whole day. We celebrated with the whole family. She was so happy. Everything's fine. But then we come to the birthday party the night before the murder or the night of the murder.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly she feels this wave of depression that I haven't felt in years.
I wonder why.
During the possible murder timeline. Not the disposing of the body timeline. That's different. Interesting. I felt this wave of depression that I haven't felt in years.
I know.
It was my bipolar symptoms coming up again. When I got home, I looked in the mirror. And I was not happy. And I felt that,
I love the people that have watched all the interviews and can say things like, I can't risk it. I was listening to that portion of it earlier. Guys, there's so many portions of the interview that we can break down. Now, I chose this one because this gives you the whole picture in 35 minutes of what she was doing and planning with Stephan. And I'm trying to show you that it's off the charts deceptive. All right. And no, I'm not a doctor, but I would be one if I wanted to go back to school for like 12 years. I don't want to be one. All right, let me find that iCard.
I realized I forgot to take my meds. You notice the whole thing is about meds. She's very sensitive about
everything's meds.
And I said, you guys, I need a good night's sleep. So she's just come home to the daughter's birthday party where the abuser and the rapist is, the murderer is. And she's saying that she needs to take her meds, and she sent her daughter and the murderer, both of them, to sleep upstairs in the guest bedroom.
But she doesn't
so that I could get a good night's sleep.
And guys, she's still sticking up for him after she finds out. You got to remember, she doesn't care about that. Now there's literally an entire card of I. Look at the card and look at your screen. Let me just read it real quick and then we'll get back into it. It says, honest people often use the word I, reflecting self-awareness and ownership. A missing I in a statement, particularly when the absence makes the sentence grammatically awkward, might indicate deception. All right. In 2022, when Duchess Meghan Markle spoke about a fire in her husband's bedroom, she recounted, we finished the engagement, we got in the car, and then say, there's been a fire at the residence. What? Then she says, there's been a fire, the absence of I. So if you got the absence of what they're saying here, this is deception. This is the deception deck. If you've got I too many times or I is absent too many times, it's deceptive. And that's going to be according to the deception deck, which is based off of a Veriscope. I don't know if that's an app. What do you call that? A Veriscope program? All right, let's keep going. Veriscope is a linguistics program that law enforcement uses. Meghan Markle.
Then she says, a friend of mine suggested that we all sleep together. How strange.
What?
Not even a friend, and a friend of mine.
Who's the friend that would say that?
We all sleep together in the same bed together. Together is sensitive. But she's not the easiest person to sleep with. She rolls around, she punches, she kicks. Again, look
Maddie.
At the pronoun usage. Her daughter's missing. She's not even using her name. I'm not surprised that she punches, and I'm not surprised that she kicks.
Yeah.
We have a king-size bed, and she typically sleeps on one side, and she'll end up on my side when we wake up.
We saw this yesterday, and we're like, why would she do that then? Why would she have her sleep with Stephan?
So I asked her, I'm like, no, please, I need a good night's sleep. If you guys can go upstairs and let me sleep.
No, she didn't.
This whole statement is one giant excuse. It's one giant HENA clause explaining why. So we don't have conveying. We literally have a mixture of convincing and excuses.
You guys hear that? A bunch of convincing and excuses. And if you notice, Veriscope doesn't even say in my opinion. And you know why he doesn't say in my opinion? Because he's using this. I think it's like a software, right? Not an app, but a software that law enforcement will use, or they'll have somebody come in, a third party, use it and kind of have them take a look at what areas. It helps them to focus on the areas where someone's lying or telling stories. That's where they can poke holes and find their evidence. All right. Sunny Days says, I'm here and I'm angry. LOL. All right.
Yeah. So count the sensitivity markers. So, and, but, so that.
She
this
didn't
paragraph
have a
hemorrhages explanation. Simple fact, they slept upstairs.
Okay. Thank you.
She
It's
could
a
have
software.
used it in a lot less words than the 100 or so that she's used. When someone explains simple acts at length, they're justifying, and they know something was wrong.
No, I know that's not his
Also,
name.
the command, I sent them.
It's his channel.
Not that they went.
I know.
I need a good night's sleep. So if you guys can go upstairs and let me sleep. So I asked her.
Yeah, why would a friend suggest they all sleep together?
I sent them.
What friend?
Sleep upstairs. And then she goes back in time.
She doesn't even have friends.
Oh,
is it?
So we have a change of language.
Well, thank you for, I don't know if you just looked that up, guys, but his name's Alistair, according to Foxy, and he invented the Veriscope software, which is awesome. I'm so happy that he did that, and I see in his descriptions that he puts it out there for certain people to watch and look at. He wants people and law enforcement to look at this. It's not just for creative, to create content, which I love about him. Alistair, we love you. Mom says arrest the mother. HI. Oh, Mom, I hope you're feeling good today. Love you. I can't wait to see you next week.
On what would be Madeline's last night alive, the mother creates isolation with a sedated child whose birthday party she missed, pretended to and attempted to gain happy families with the we pronoun. And then she builds elaborate justification.
All right, guys, we have about
According to the AI, this isn't explanation, it's confession. So, revealing prior knowledge. Jen Soto, I sent them upstairs. I think he may have come down at one point to pee before bed, and then he went back upstairs, referring to Stephan Stones, the murderer. He uses...
So do you think when he went downstairs, you guys, when he went downstairs to use the bathroom, do you think that he didn't say anything to her? And I wonder what time it was. What do you think he really went downstairs to do? And what do you think their conversation really was? Think about that while we're listening to her nonsense. Nancy Jean, thank you for the super chat. Instead of good memories, she recounts her sleeping with disdain, like everything about Maddie that bothered her. Yes, you nailed it. And she's got the bench. There's the Maddie bench right there. There's a picture of the Maddie bench and the plaque. Thank you, Nancy Jean. You know I appreciate you. Sunny Days, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. She's a professional victim, right?
My restroom because the roommates upstairs don't want to share a restroom with a male.
What's up, Kimberly? No, they didn't want to be filmed.
So he...
Remember, they probably got that yucky, icky feeling like someone's watching them. He was taking images under the door of the roommate. So they told Jen, I don't want him up here. That's what I imagine it to be.
He uses my restroom. Detective, was the dog in the room with you? Yes.
We're working on hashtag arrest Jen Soto.
So unprompted, she starts talking about the roommates not wanting to share a restroom with Stephen Stearns. It's very significant to her. Why would roommates specifically object to using a male using their bathroom? This suggests prior incidents. Combined with...
And again, guys, and I love that he's saying that, it does suggest that, and it does, we now know that there were 100 pictures of Angelica in that bathroom. So again, I mean, you guys, we all have intuition. We all have like that look of somebody's looking at you, watching you. I'm sure that they got that creepy feeling as well.
Stephen being caught photographing a room. There we are. Roommate.
Hey,
this explanation reveals consciousness of his predatory behavior. So she's aware. She's not just explaining, she's preempting questions about why he would be downstairs at night using that toilet. Okay. Moving on to Act 3, what the mind cannot contain. In forensic linguistics, we sometimes witness the extraordinary when someone attempting to describe one event unconsciously reveals another. We call that leakage. And
we went over that.
I think we'll leave this next part to a part 2. Because
and you guys, there's like part 6 in this. I love that hashtag 6 Soto. We can go over this case for months, and we still wouldn't even like we wouldn't even tip the scales on anything. So that's why we're leaving it to law enforcement. We're covering it this week. I love you guys, and I'm going to miss you next week for those of you that only watch my channel about the Madeline Soto case. But I want everybody to know that's here. We are open to taking a case a day. We are open to taking a case that's personal to you. We're open to having you come on and talk about it, whatever you want, and put it in the spotlight. That's what we have been doing. So we are going to get back to covering new cases, and the cases that I've given to you, I'm going to give you guys updates next week. Yeah, if that dog could talk, that's right. The dog would say, "Where's my meds? My mama didn't give me my meds. I have anxiety."
What I'm seeing here is extremely worrying. The detective asks, so did he wake you up on purpose, or was it just kind of like the causation of him opening the door? They're talking about Stephan Stearns coming downstairs in the morning, waking her up. And she says the causation of him putting the leash on the dog, because the way the dog reacted, he gets very nervous and will urinate. That's a change of language. When Stephan Stearns used the bathroom, it was pee.
Now listen, leakage here, and I hate to say this, if you guys are eating or you're already talking about this case making you sick, just remember most of these people in chat have been here since day one, having to hear all this nasty stuff. All right. Now, the leakage that I'm gathering from this, when she talks about the dog and the leash and the urinating, imagine when you do, when especially a female, right? Females, our bladder, right? We can cough or we can do certain things that our bladder will lose control. But imagine her being asphyxiated. Now, whether she was asphyxiated by her own vomit or somebody put her hands around her, she probably urinated on herself. And I think that's that, and the asphyxiation or the choking that is talked about in here is giving leakage, in my opinion, about what happened to Maddie that night. All right. You say the dog was horribly abused before you rescued him. He was terrified on the leash and having a harness on. Oh man, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Here she's using urinate for the dog. And if you put the leash on him okay. So we'll cover this in part 2. It's possible that we have some unconscious leakage here because she is talking about she's talking to cops about her missing daughter, and the body hasn't been found yet. And she's talking about her dog having the leash on too directly, too tightly. Yeah, this is concerning. Right, let's cover this in part 2. In the meantime, let's just...
Again, there's like 6 parts to this. So you guys, what I'm going to do here, first of all, Brady, if you could just send me an email, I don't know if you have, send me cases@gmail.com. All right. And yeah, when you pass, you lose all body function. That too, that's a possibility. Okay. So we're looking here. I'm going to, when we're done here, I'm going to open up the phone line. So if you guys want to do a call in, you guys can call in and talk about what you think of this. Will Jen Soto be arrested, or do you think it's too late? All right. What do you think about this? Any of that's talking about the Jen Soto situation, what we do as a call-in. All right. Listening to her, all I can say is sometimes, huh? All right, let's finish this and then I'll open the phone line.
Go back.
Mommy in New York. Thank you.
Veriscope. Here we go. I just want to analyze this opening sentence. Where is it? Here we are. Right. Let's analyze this opening sentence.
Hey, the potato with handcuffs, guys.
Copy. Okay. Paste. Veriscope. Please analyze the opening sentence of Soto to the detectives.
Hey, Brittany.
Explain the pronoun use.
Thank you, Love Shack, Sarah.
Okay, so Veriscope. So this is Veriscope, if you haven't seen Veriscope before, and it's the AI which I use to help me with.
Oh, that's perfect. That's the first time I've actually heard him talk about what that is. So it is. Thank you, AI software, and yeah, sign up on Ghost, guys. Ghost is free. It's ghost.org, guilty of crime. There's no statute of limitations on the big M word. So for this case, for Jen Soto and Maddie's life being gone, there's none. But listen, if you sign up for Ghost, it's free. And my goodness, do we put out cases after case. Sometimes we put 2 or 3 cases a day. So I like to present a case a day because it takes time for the research, etc. But if you go over to Ghost, you don't even have to hear my mouth. Just sign up for ghost.org, guilty of crime, and it will come right into your inbox and it will tell you all the cases that we're looking at. All right. So though in those cases we're looking at, we're going to cover 1 or 2 of them throughout the week. It's an app. It's not an app. Is it an app? No, it's not. It's ghost.org, guilty of crime. It's a web. It's like Patreon. It's the version of Patreon that I'm using. But that would never occur to effing
My analysis. So, what does Veroscope say? Pronoun we. Implication: Soto immediately aligns herself with a group, most likely her family. The use of we signals unity, shared experience, and collective activity.
Thank you, April. I appreciate you.
We spent the whole day at my house. We. Implication: the repetition of we continues the theme of togetherness. We celebrated with the whole family. Implication: again, the use of we. She's crowdsourcing the experience, emphasizing a group dynamic, a positive communal event. Pronoun I. Implication: this is the first shift of the singular pronoun. Phrase I was at work is a personal alibi statement, distancing from the family group and placing in a separate verifiable context. Initial group alignment, transition to the individual, no pronoun avoidance. Conclusion: serves wholesome context for the day, reinforcing normalcy and shared experience. The later, yes, very high confidence in authentic, non-defensive pronoun use for the opening statement. But what Veroscope doesn't know, she was not present at these events.
Wow. That's what I love about AI.
I wonder what it thinks. I wonder what it's going to think of this.
Bam. We have 483 people, guys. Hit that like button, please. It's free. I love this. You guys like the thumbnail today? The thumbnail was AI generated. I put Casey Anthony and Soto. Oh, you guys are so sweet.
Soto linguistically includes herself in events she did not attend. This is classic indicator of other psychological need to associate herself with a positive group event, possibly to present herself as good involved family member, or as an unconscious leakage revealing discomfort or guilt about her absence. That is probably true. Distancing from reality.
Barbie G, what's up, my friend?
Responsibility diffusion. A sudden shift to I.
We should be very,
as we spotted, it's incongruent collective pronoun usage.
We should be very afraid of AI, guys. For anybody that's into committing crimes, you can't even keep what you're saying in your head because it goes into this software. And then there's cameras everywhere. You can't dump a little girl's backpack in her computer and them not see you. You can't put a little girl in your car and pretend like she's alive without them seeing you and then being able to zoom in. All right. All right. We should make lists of evidence again. Rotten potato 1 for us. Hey, you're welcome to do that, Terry. I've put so many lists together of charges, etc. Anything helps, right? Law enforcement's working on that, hopefully. All right. He said 420. What's a 420? We have 473 people in here. Synth wants to hit 420. It looks like she's spamming it with 420, and we're going to do call-ins next.
Why did you choose? That's right. That's right. Okay, so there we are. Let's have a quick.
Foxy Bumpers.
He was there when you got home?
At my house around 8:30 that night. I wasn't home. She got dropped off alone. About 10 to 15 minutes later, Stephan showed up.
Yeah, I don't like she got dropped off alone. That could be leakage because eventually they left their telephones behind at the house and eventually Madeline's body was hidden. she got dropped off alone.
The phone lines aren't open
At your
yet.
house in Kissimmee.
At my house in Kissimmee, he called me. Or he texted me, I'm not sure. But he let me know he was there and that she was getting ready for bed. She was doing her routine. So she took her nighttime
Again, you can see how apprehensive she is about saying anything outside of what they've scripted.
meds and she got in the shower to get ready for bed.
What meds? What does she take?
She takes hydroxyzine.
Okay. What is it for?
It's for
Good
anxiety.
night, Lori. Good night.
Okay, so
that has to go.
I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope that you learned something about statement analysis and forensic linguistics. And tomorrow we'll go on to part 2.
All right. There's so many guys. You guys really should go over there if you're not already. And listen, I wanted to bring the reason I pinned this up there, Carolina. Why hasn't Jen ever advocated for Maddie? Coincidence? Again, no coincidence in true crime. In my opinion, it's another sign of her guilt. Other moms, a lot of lost child advocate. Let me tell you guys something real quick factually that I just learned today. I was talking to I'm talking to several media people that are going to put this back into the spotlight. And they said, because they've been in contact with law enforcement. Now, I haven't. I've never been up until now. Now, listen, this person told me that the law enforcement told Jen Soto to lay low and to lay lower than she's ever laid in her entire life and stay there. Go low, go solo, do not show up anywhere, don't go out in public, don't show up at Walmart, don't go on social media, don't. So in the fairness of this conversation, I just found that out today that they literally said that. They said go low and stay as low as you can. People want to hurt you. All right. And I agree that they do, but I just wanted to throw that in there since I heard about that today. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I did hear something like that, but I didn't realize that they said that specifically. And I'll open the phone line when we're done here. I'll let you know when it's open.
Where we begin to analyze what could be a
okay, there's again, go over to Veriscope and check out his channel, subscribe, and go consume all of that content. All right, because we need to hashtag arrest Jen Soto, and I'm going to be opening up the phone line here in a second. Jay has the best crew. Everyone's so nice except the trolls, but they don't count anyway. They just nobody. We need to be acknowledged, and they can't do it on their own platform. Thank you. I appreciate saying that. And yes, thank you for dropping that link, guiltyofcrime.ghost or ghost.org, and type in guilty of crime. All right, let me put up the phone line, because even if you call in right now, we won't be able to hear it. All right, let me do this. Let me refresh this and open the phone line. Let me make sure I'm in the right account first. Like last time that happened and nobody could call in because of that. All right, let me do this. Let me remove this. All right, guys, I am opening up the phone line right now and sharing it on my screen so we can hear you. All right, let me make sure I didn't share anything too big. All right, guys, would anyone like to call in? You guys, I know you were trying earlier. 408-538-1516. I made sure we're on the right account. I refreshed it. We're receiving calls. Now, who wants to call in? Thank goodness I'm not a criminal, you say. All right, let's see.
Call from Jay's favorite mod. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to accept it in, but let's stay on track. All right, Synth, what do you got?
I'm going to accept it in, but let's stay on track. All right.
I can't. Hold on, I can't hear you. It's echoing, Synth.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Okay, go. I
Okay.
can't. Okay.
Can you hear me now? Are we echoing? Are we fine?
We're good now. Go ahead.
Okay. Don't be a bully now and tell me about my audio not being good. I don't want to upset people.
What do you got?
I would like to ask if we could have a shout out for my Gabriel, who's going to be 19 on Sunday. My baby, my boy Check. I can't believe it.
Yes.
Shout out. He's a hairy man now.
Say what? I couldn't hear you.
He's a hairy man now.
Well, happy birthday to him. The phone line's ringing on the other line, so I couldn't hear you. But happy birthday, 19. You said.
Yep.
All right. Well,
October 5th.
Is he?
My little preemie pumpkin. So we have another October baby in the house. Yeah,
All right.
he's a Libra, but hey, he's going to be with us in Vegas. So hey.
Yeah. All right. Well,
it's gonna
Vegas.
be awesome.
Yes, Vegas. Here we come. We're gonna go to CrimeCon, y'all. Synth and Tiff already have their tickets. We're gonna also we're gonna look into getting a booth, and we're gonna if we do, we'll do something fun. I just don't want to.
Oh my gosh. Look, they don't even have applications, Jay. I've already contacted the exhibitor people already because I have a nonprofit.
Okay.
And if this works out, all of our friends that come, guess what? Mom, I will bring my beautiful little Eddie digital machine, and you guys will have a photo booth, and you guys will get to have a cookie that has the picture of you and Jay.
Ooh.
That you get to take one home and one to eat.
So it means
what do you think? What do you think?
They're still saying happy birthday.
I see that.
And Michelle says people are calling in. Okay, Synth, I love you. We're going to talk about CrimeCon later. Happy birthday, and I'm out. Love you.
Okay, bye. Bye. Bye.
Call from
Skeeter Rain.
All right. Who's calling and where are you from?
This is Skeeter Rain from Florida.
Skeeter Rain from Florida. What do you got?
Well, I'm on the west coast of from Kissimmee.
Okay.
And so I've been on this from day one. I first would like to say that I love your content.
Thank you.
You're awesome. I don't care what I said about you yesterday. And don't let those bullies bully you. But when it comes to Jen Soto, I think the LE, they were off their game trying to protect their own stuff going on.
Yes.
That they didn't like really do their best on this case.
And I appreciate you for saying that. I absolutely feel the same way. They were trying to cover up their scandals and their money laundering and the trafficking they were doing.
100. Yep.
And
it's sad.
Stephan was an easy target because he made himself a target by having so much CSAM that wasn't deleted, right? The pictures of the girls.
Right. But, Jen, she needs to be right there in a cell next to him because she allowed this to happen. I don't care who says what about anything. She knew. She was allowing it. She encouraged it. I mean, she is nutso.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Hey, Jay, I won't hold you on here. I know other people want to talk to you, so I love you, girl.
Love you too. Thank you for calling.
Bye. Yes, ma'am. Bye.
I love these callers like that come in straight to it. All right, guys. You guys 408-538-1516. I know other people were calling. I can hear it, but if you want to try to call back and let's talk about what's next. What do you guys think? All right. Kissimmee, Florida says in that interview, Maddie was missing. I'll leave that up for a second. All right, let's see.
Call from.
Hi, this is Montana Mystic.
Hello, how are you? I got you and Sadie's mama calling.
Yay, it's Montana Mystic here.
Yeah, well,
and
hello.
I just want to say I am so proud of you. I've seen you come so far, and
thank you.
You've never wavered, and you've always been the most amazing person, and you can weigh both sides with a sense of humor because it gets a little deep sometimes. And
it does.
But I do have a question for you.
Yes,
I've always been curious. Do you think that Maddie, what happened to her, was pre-planned, or did they take advantage of the situation?
I don't think that it was pre-planned. And when I say that, it could be premeditated because, it could be premeditated up until the minute, right? That you're doing it. If you're like, let's say you're strangling someone, you have minutes to stop and think about it. But I don't think so. Montana, you know why I don't is because what would they gain out of Maddie not being there? The money's getting taken away. The CSAM's getting taken away, which produces money. The Jen Soto having a home and using her daughter as a tool for that. I just don't. I don't see what the gain would be, and especially to Stephan. Stephan's still crying. He's still crying about Maddie. He literally is. He's still like, I miss her and I love her. So I don't know, man.
It just makes me think that Jen lost her stuff and oops, and all of a sudden something happened. And because, like you said, they would never plan something like that.
No,
But I was curious. You are the premier expert on this, and unfortunately, in a way, but no, you are.
Well, it's just my guess. But I mean, what would they have gained? You know, everything was lost.
Why did she get her Adderall? You know, I mean,
well, yeah, well, that's
like they used to.
Well, remember, she called poison control before, which means she's done that before.
Right.
But this time,
I always thought perhaps that Jen was the photographer, and she kind of got things going, and because she's been very careful about not being caught in certain situations.
Right.
And we've talked about no judge is going to sign off for her arrest warrant unless they can convict. So they've got to have something that they can definitely take her for. And I pray. And I wanted to let you know that I work with the shaman of the Blackfoot Nation here. And I talked to him, and they are doing a prayer for Maddie to find justice for her.
Oh, yes, please. Please.
Because we need that kind of help. But one other thing I wanted to let you know, I know people want to talk. Rosie and I are going to kidnap MM and make sure that she is at CrimeCon.
Oh, you're coming? You're coming too? All right. I'm so excited.
I wouldn't miss it for the world, but I'll throw her in the back, hog tie, and deliver her right for you. Okay?
Well, listen, I'm going to have bodyguards there, so you got to get in good with the bodyguards, or they're not going to let you.
I'm the bodyguard. I'm the Viking, 5'10".
Oh, yes. Okay. All right. Well, you're on the team then. I've got 3 bodyguards, and nobody can get near me unless they get through you guys. All right. We don't want to we don't want a Charlie Kirk situation here, right?
Oh, no. Are you kidding? Foxy and I'll have our swords crossed. And you got many people here that will stand up.
Let me grab this call. I love you too. And I'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye.
Call from
Lynn from Vermont.
Lynn. Hello.
Yes.
You got through.
I did.
How
but
are
I'm
you?
watching you. I'm good. I'm going to mute you because I'm not, I guess I'm behind in real life or something.
That's
so
okay.
Jay,
Lynn.
I am so excited. Am I really on your show?
You are. You're live right now, Lynn. And I always want to talk to you.
I love to talk to you too. Hey, Crime Crew, we have it going on. Jay, I mentioned to you before, you might remember that I have really had trouble not being on the fence with Jen Soto for so long.
Right.
Because I always want to see every good in somebody. And I think, well, she was nervous or, I made up all these things. But the bottom line is, and I was actually upset with you sometimes because you were so hard on her. And I was like, because I lost a child, not by murder. Right. I lost a child, and I'm thinking, but maybe she needs a break, But this is my thought. I have been watching this like crazy with you and everybody else. And there's a leakage. It's probably been mentioned. It might have been mentioned tonight, and I missed it. But when they always say to her, when she says nighttime meds, right? Nighttime meds. Right. And then they say, oh, what does she take? And she goes, hydroxyzine or whatever it's called.
Yes.
No, that's all leakage because they're shoving pot pills and Ativans and all those other things he takes to sleep. And also, that's my thing that I thought of tonight. And the other one thing is, I don't know that they planned this. I mean, if I think about it, if I killed my kid with my ex-boyfriend, idiot, I certainly would go upstairs and clean out the room. I'd get rid of the M cream.
Yep.
I would get rid of the GUN. I would, straighten up. I would make it look like a home, not a hotel room. Right. So she didn't even go upstairs. She didn't even go upstairs.
She says she didn't go upstairs, but you're right. And I wonder if she just didn't want to be, touching the stuff. Maybe she could have put gloves on, but I just think that she didn't want, like, maybe she, I don't know. That's a good, I don't know. She is a potato, but that's a good,
Yeah.
I don't know why she didn't, or even Stephan, why didn't he clean up? Why didn't he take that? But I think he was.
I know. I've never, especially the GU. Yeah, that. I can't even understand that at all. But the other thing is that if
she's an idiot. Though.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I know. If anything, like I said, I have feelings for everyone under the sun who's evil, like probably Jeffrey Dahmer even.
Right.
But I feel like, bottom line, she let this man come into her home, have free reign, knowing he's a thief from his parents, knowing he steals drugs and takes drugs, knowing that he did once give her drugs on purpose.
Right.
Oh, on purpose. And she knew it, and she caught him, quote unquote, caught him. Why would she trust him to give her daughter meds when she was not home? So I say, if nothing else, homicide by negligence. That's the only thing that I can say that they could fully prove. I don't think they can prove. I think they haven't done it is because they can't prove it.
Yeah, I think I think part of it was that maybe part of it was they didn't have that hard evidence like they had with Stephan. Remember how quick this went? This case went very fast. They had hard evidence with Stephan, and they told Jen, back off and go hide away from her. They told her that. I just found out for sure that's what they said to her. So I
heard you say that tonight. And why did they do that? What are they looking out for her for?
I don't know. I don't know.
She doesn't need to be a witness. There's no trial. There's, Stephan's in jail. And I want to say one other thing. You have really come so far. Because sometimes I would get a little upset how hard you were on certain people, like Jen, even though Jen's a potato, but I always stuck with you. I have watched you since the very day too. And I've never, ever have left, even once in a while when I got a little bit like, But no, because you're genuine and you truly care and you want what's best for the victims. And that's what matters to me. And one quick thing, I know I'm talking too long, but Deb Stearns, I want to talk about Deb Stearns. I've written it many times.
Okay.
I just want to say to Deb Stearns and to her husband, I do not blame them. And I hope no one blames them for what Stephan did. They were victims too. At first, it looked like they were, trying to protect him and all that. But when the story came out, they didn't.
No, they handed over evidence.
They handed over PORN and whatever and CFAM, and he said, hand over your phone. They helped in every single way. And I just don't like it when people rag on Deb. I just think that she's a very good person. And she's probably the only freaking person in the world that actually said something like, why are you sleeping in the same bed? Like, she's the only one who noticed it's not normal for a 12-year-old to be sitting on her son's lap, stroking his face.
Exactly.
She's the only one who spoke up. That's how come I don't like anybody to attack her.
I don't either. Sometimes, all right, let me just frame this real quick. Let me say something. All right. And I appreciate you being honest with you being upset with me sometimes. But let me tell you why I think people get so upset with me sometimes. And I don't think it's my fault. This case makes people's emotions run high, very high, even outside of me. It could be your trauma. It could be a child's trauma. It could be a family's trauma that you have. And your emotions are all opened up. It's opening wounds. And I'm the same way. My emotions are high and I'm passionate about this case. So we're all sitting there with our emotions open, feeling these wounds from who knows what else. And people, want to take it out on someone. You don't know me personally for you to be so upset, or anybody to be upset that I'm like, arrest Jen Soto. It's just me being passionate, and I'm not trying to be like extra hard, but it's my personality and I care. I think I get the brunt of things because you guys do. We all have high emotions about this case. So I do appreciate you telling me that you've been upset. And I want you guys to remember where emotions are all high.
Well, they are. And it was only in the first few months because I thought we got to give her a chance. but I am not. I wasn't. You know what? You're right. I wasn't exactly upset with you, but it was just like, well, her child's dead. Give her a break. But
Right.
I thought she had a home. I'm gonna say, I thought she had a real home, like a mother and
No.
dinner and this and like
Nope.
like a cute little bedroom. No, it's like a hotel. She was just some resident leftover person that nobody knew what to do with. So I am for Jen Soto to go to prison, and I support you 100%. And even when once in a while I got a little upset, I still supported you 100%.
Well,
So I know I talked a really long time, but I really love you.
Thank you. I love you too. I appreciate you.
And I appreciate you, and thank you for letting me talk, Jay.
You're so welcome.
Hi to the crime crew and all the great mods.
Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. And one last thing, you guys too, I want you to remember, like on that future cases, and even here, when I came into this case, I was given a particular narrative that they wanted me to give, and they gave me the information that I can't always tell you guys until it unfolds. I'm not allowed to say things, so there's certain things that I might know, and I get so passionate about it. So I just want everybody to know we're all here. We all love each other, and let's take our, we'll take our aggression on something that needs to be done.
Exactly.
So thank you.
And because this child needs justice, and we all have the right to say what we want, but we need to be courteous. And we need to be polite. Exactly. Thank you, Jay.
All right. You
Vermont
have a good
loves
night.
you.
And we love you. Thank you. All right.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Call from
Rosie here.
All right. You made it through. Rosie, how are you?
Oh, good. And you?
Good. What do you want to say?
Well, first of all, I want to say hi, beautiful Jay, and hi to Guilty of Crime family.
Yes.
And I want a big happy birthday wish to me from everybody. And hashtag arrest Jennifer Soto Potato.
Well, happy birthday, Rosie. Big hugs. You know how we do. We love you. We're all love here. If you were close, we would do a birthday dinner or something, because that's how we are.
Awesome.
We're all
but
love.
You know what? We'll do it at CrimeCon.
Yes. I can't wait for CrimeCon, but we love you. Happy birthday. A big happy birthday. A big hug to you. Much love from all of us. If everyone could put your happy birthday. Anything else?
No, that's it. You guys have an awesome weekend, and we'll see you guys Monday. Love you.
All right. Love you too. Be good to yourself today. All right.
Thank you.
All
you
right.
too. Bye-bye.
All right. Let's see.
Call from
Kendall.
Oh, he hung up. All right. Sadie's mama, you got in.
Call
Kendall
from
called.
Tony, Sadie's mama.
To accept, press.
Hello. Why is people hanging up? 2 people in a row called and it hung up. Let me answer, Mom Jack. What if Maddie that told Stephan she didn't want to do it? All right, hold on.
Call from. To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
All right, I don't know who that is, so I'm gonna end and
Call
accept.
from
Tony, Sadie's mama.
To accept.
All right, I got you. Hello. Hey, how are you?
got in. This is
You
Sadie's mama.
1 second before we start. Let me just look at this question real quick.
Gotcha.
What if Maddie was told Stephan SS she didn't want to do it anymore, and if he didn't stop, she was going to tell what caused him to lose it? Am I thinking in the wrong direction? You're not thinking in the wrong direction, Mom Check, at all, but I don't know. I mean, that's a possibility. It's a possibility, absolutely. So, not in the wrong direction. All right, your turn, Tony.
Hey, I finally got through.
Yes.
Oh, this is worse than Turtle Island. I called 100 times on that time. But I'm just so glad I'm your J1er here.
Oh and
God, yeah, we've been there since, man, when you were just talking to your in your living room.
Yeah. I was.
And I'm excited, but you're awesome. You and the crew are just been awesome. They've helped me get through what I need to get through. And I proudly wear my Arrest Jen Soto in 2025 shirt. And I'm praying it's going to be in this year that she will be behind, because I'm telling you, I don't understand why they couldn't get her for trafficking. I mean, she's 13 years old.
Well, here's the thing is they weren't even looking at her again until Stephan started talking. When I gave them the messages and told them the things that are transpiring behind the scenes, they were all over it. They didn't say anything to me except send me everything you have. And then they went to Stephan's defense team and want to approach him. So it was just kind of, in my opinion, they signed and sealed and delivered Stephan. Jen, go hide. I didn't know they told her that. I did not know they told her to go so low, lower than she's ever been in her life, and go hide out. So that's that. Anyhow.
Well, at least we know why she wasn't showing up for anything.
Right. But she could have given an impact.
True.
Well, she could have given an impact statement over the phone like Stephanie did. That's all I can say. She also could have searched for her daughter.
There.
Well, what about searching for her daughter? What about declining the opportunity to get those flyers and go hand them out? What about that?
Right. Well, as I did in all the other, like Summer's case and that, why they're not searching because they know exactly where they are.
Right. Well, they don't need to search. They just need to look at the evidence again and listen to what's being said. That's it.
Right.
So anyway.
Exactly. Well, I'm hoping I can try to raise some money because I really want to go to CrimeCon, but being on disability thing, that I might have to sell an arm and a leg maybe, but because I want to be all out there with you guys. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll talk about this later on. We love you. Big hug.
Thank you all come and Jeb and Chris. I'm still praying. I'm so glad that you found a safe place here with us, and I enjoy you being here.
Thank you.
And
big hugs.
All righty.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Say hi to Baby Guilty and hi to Queen.
All right.
All
Bye-bye.
Right, bye-bye.
Call from Cheeky Persnickety Beach.
I love it. Hello. Where are you calling from?
Visalia, California.
Yay, Callie. What do you got? What do you got for Stickety?
I just wanted to say, first of all, thank you, because I've been watching you the whole time with the Madeline Soto case, and you have really brought it to the forefront, and I thank you for that. And all those haters out there, they can suck it.
Right. Yeah, and you know what? It's easy to say that, but sometimes when you're having a day, Monday I wasn't feeling good, so I was a little bit extra harsh on whatever. But thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys for understanding. There's a lot.
Yeah, don't let the haters.
Well, there's a lot. That's okay. Thank you for saying that.
And then I also the thing with Jen, she wouldn't be all this attention on her. I think she would have ended up like a Casey Anthony had you specifically not done what you're doing now and bringing it to the forefront and putting pressure on these people. Thank you.
They weren't. You're welcome. It's going to feel so good when that arrest happens or when we hear some finality to it, right? It's going to feel good. And, what else would I do? When I'm already in contact with Stephan and he's talking, what else would I do than to contact law enforcement?
Yeah, and people being so stupid, being like, "Oh, why are you talking to Stephan?" Well, hello, don't you want the beats? And then, like you said, even if some of the stuff he's saying is not true, it's going to end up something's going to be true and something's going to come out. Jen, they're coming for you.
Thank you. Yes, Jen, they're coming for you. The Sotos, they're coming. Keep hiding. They're coming.
I'm glad too, because I was not on the bandwagon of Stephan's parents. I was like, they're bad. They're bad. I'm so glad that you brought them to humanity in the sense of like, they're human, just like everybody else. And that he was a full grown adult. They can't control him.
He is a full grown adult. And the thing is I have a mom that also has a son and a nephew or a grandchild that she raised like a son that were both in prison. You better believe that if someone comes to my mom and starts blaming her for the crimes they did, I'm going to say, no, listen, you know what I mean? And besides that, I learned all the other things. I didn't know that they gave evidence to law enforcement. They weren't like the laundries that were trying to hide it. You know what I mean?
That case.
It has
pisses me off.
Oh, I know. The parents, right? The parents do.
Yeah. Got away with it all. They baited him, hid him from the cops to get him. He was staying at their house.
And listen, they found his backpack that day. Do you wonder what evidence they hid from the law enforcement? They didn't have to turn all the stuff over when they found that backpack.
Right.
And I doubt they did. I doubt they did. All right.
Totally. All right. I'll let you go. I know you got other people wanting to call.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you Monday, huh?
Well, I am going to be in D.C. on Monday fighting for metastatic breast cancer research. I lobby to the local and state senators at the Hart Building, and we do a protest on the D.C. lawn on Tuesday.
Well, we're behind you, and we're here when you get back.
Thank you.
All right. You have a wonderful night, okay?
You too. Take care.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Call from
Simply Felicity.
I love that name. Let's see. Where are you calling from?
Ocala, Florida.
All right, Ocala, Florida. What do you want to say?
I've often wondered, since how Kissimmee is right down there next to Disney and everything, how much they might possibly be watching Jen, just because Disney is such a cesspool for pedos.
Right. I wonder. I mean, I do
because,
wonder.
I mean, her chorus teacher was arrested for doing the same exact thing.
Yep.
How much is it all connected?
That's what I want to know too. I mean, we watch those press conferences where all the trafficking rings get busted, and they never say anything about any connections. I mean, you'll see like, oh, we got 50 people, but they don't talk about the connections ever.
Oh, see, down here in Florida, they actually do.
Well,
they will tell you that they've been arrested from this area and this Disney employee and that Disney employee. Like, they put them on blast down here in Florida, but it's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little different when I get the news. I get it from whatever, if they have a press conference, I don't see that like day-to-day news. So, yeah, I thought that too. I don't know how they're connected. I don't even know how Jen and Stephan are connected. There has to be some kind of connection. Not only that, Stephan was using that IP address to trade and make CSAM. So how did they know that it was Stephan and not Jen? You know what I mean?
Exactly. They can't prove that.
Exactly.
So I think they need to be looking at her more sometimes than him, just because she's the mom. She had the responsibility to protect that child.
I couldn't agree with you more. Absolutely.
But I won't monopolize your time. But
right.
I did send you a case to look at as well.
Thank you. Have a good night. I'm going to look at all new cases next week.
All right, hon. You have a good night too.
You too. Bye-bye. All right, guys. I think we can probably take a couple more calls. 408-538-1516. I'm sorry if I couldn't get to you before. All right. Let's see who this is.
Call from
Beth Solar.
All right. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, Jay. I'm Beth Solar from Illinois.
Oh, Beth. Hello. How are you doing? Good to hear
from you.
Good.
How are you?
I'm doing well. It's Friday. My health is in the right direction. I had a cold all week, but now I'm on the mend. So
yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I feel much better. Monday, I was like, oh, I didn't want to even do this on Monday because I didn't feel good, but I did, you know.
Okay, right. I want to tell you something. I am not an eloquent speaker, so you have to forgive me, but I want to tell you, I am so proud of you. I've been with you since the beginning, watching everything. You were new. You were brand new at the beginning.
We
went through, we watched you go through all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
Through learning how the ropes at the beginning, how everything works.
Yeah.
Then through what happened first? Something happened.
It's different mods.
I know. all the privacy stuff, remember?
Yes.
And your daughter and all that. That happened. You learned from that. You calmed down on the show a little bit. Changed it up. And then new stuff started happening that you started make happening. You talked to Deb. I think the people are ridiculous the people that are jealous of you, that are talk about you on the other channels, they are jealous of you. You are doing an amazing job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I believe you know exactly what you're doing. I really do. And you're just making it along this way. And if this comes through with anything with Jen, that's all because of you. Dude, you could write a book.
Oh, and I've written a book, but I could write another book. You're right.
Yes, you could. And I am so proud of you. And it is amazing to see everything you've gone through and where you're at right now. I just wanted to tell you, I am so happy for you.
I appreciate you so much.
And I think you're very smart, and that you caused what happened to happen.
Thank you. And let's keep supporting that effort, right? Next week, we're going to cover new cases, but we're not forgetting about what's happening behind the scenes, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Let me grab that call. Much love to you, Beth.
Thank you. Have a great night.
You too. I'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Call from. Oh man, this number's been calling over and over, and I answered it and they hung up. Thanks to Jay, I've learned not to use curse words, but to put in other words that sound almost worse, but not going to get in trouble. Oh man. All right. If that person wants to call back, guys, 408-538-1560. I need to turn this AC off. It's making me thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. I've been feeling my way through this with all of you. All right. You guys know that. For the people that have been here since day one. Let's see.
Call from
Marty.
All right. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name's Marty and I'm calling from Ohio.
Ohio. What do you have to say, Marty from Ohio?
Well, I followed this. I'm new here, by the way. And
okay. Welcome.
You're awesome, by the way.
Thank you.
I've been following the case since it all started out, and all the other train wreck situations is becoming the new normal, unfortunately.
Oh God. Yeah. I'm staying out of that.
Kids getting, and parents walking off like nothing ever happened here, nothing to see.
Right.
But I just wanted to say one thing. In the interview, I don't know if you saw it or not, when the detective said something to her about, I have a problem with you telling Stephan Stern's parents to get him a lawyer.
Right. Yeah, I remember that. I remember, yeah, all this case is going to be ingrained in my brain forever. Yes. What about it?
He all but come out of his seat because he wanted to take her down right then and there. So I think been wanting to do this. They just have to have proof. They can't burn the bridge till they get it all put up. So
well, listen how many people also changed jobs within this. I mean, Betty Holland's gone, Marcos Lopez, and other officers that I don't know, that they haven't named, that they've said been charged. So it's changed quite a bit. And I think Stephan was an easy get. The evidence was right there. And I think they're going to take a second look. Well, they already are taking a second look. They just won't tell me what they're doing.
Well, as a mother of 5 that are grown now, there is no way I would ever tell anybody. There is no way I would ever tell anybody, a mother of 5, to get a lawyer to get out of trouble for hurting one of my children, because hell had no fury. I would be on it. They're my children.
I do. I mean, think about this. She was probably really heavy into also whether she knew the word grooming or not. She was encouraging the flirting with Maddie and Stephan. She was saying things like the Electra complex, and then we heard the Woody Allen situation. That's being part of it. That's part of the abuse.
Exactly.
She handed her daughter over, and now she's hiding.
No, no mother ever sends her child to go sleep with any man. So
right. All right.
but
Well,
you have a great night.
You too. I'm gonna grab this call. Thank you, and I hope to see you next week.
Bye.
All right. Bye bye.
Call from
Kendall Gillum.
to accept, press 1.
All right. I'm sorry. Who's calling and where?
Kendall Gillum.
Okay, you called earlier and you hung up. What do you got?
Well, what I got is I'm in my 60s and I know lawyers.
Okay.
You said that you talked to the police and they gave you information that you can't give, right?
Well, I'm talking with law enforcement and I can't give any information of what's going on in the case. Right. Okay.
But now, see, I know lawyers, and I'm in my 60s. I'm older than you and younger than the Stearns.
Okay.
You're not a lawyer. You're not you don't have any license in police. The cops are not going to tell you, no offense, a content creator, confidential information.
And that's okay.
I got critical thinking skills. I know that. I'm in my 60s, young lady.
Okay. Well, listen, it's happening. So what you're saying in your common sense in your 60s, I appreciate, but that's just not the case. That is not the case.
But it is the case because you can call any police station. They're not going to give a person. You're not related to the Sotos. Okay. Even if sometimes they don't even tell family members. And then you also say that the case isn't closed. Once he took that plea bargain, it officially closed. You know what a cold case is? That's when they don't catch the killers. Now, the case is open. The case is closed because he did the plea deal. And you said he talked to his lawyers. Those are public defenders. Once that case was closed, that white lawyer and that black lawyer no longer defend him. Now, I got critical thinking skills. If they don't, I think he's guilty. And you don't. You talk to him. But there's no way the police is going to tell you, a YouTuber without any experience or license, what is happening.
All right.
Now, I'm sorry.
Bye-bye. All right. That's gone. That's totally 100% misinformation, you guys. That's not the truth at all. And I've been talking with law enforcement, and not only talking law enforcement, but media. I would never lie about that. I would never, ever, ever, ever lie on that. I would lay down my life to bet what that caller said is 100% inaccurate. That being said, don't call back and bye. Okay. Thank you. Let's keep going. All right. Why is she opinion on something she knows nothing? Yeah, just because she's 60 has nothing to do with.
Call from
Tina Reynolds.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. All right, where are you calling from? What's your name?
Hi, it's Chris. Is this Christina? Hello?
No, are you calling? This is Jay with Guilty of Crime. Who's calling?
This is Christina.
And where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
All right. And are you calling about the Madeline Soto case?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay. I'm sorry, my dog.
That's okay.
Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to say that you do a wonderful job. I'm sorry about that last caller. My goodness.
Right?
Doesn't know what they're talking about. You sure do.
Listen, I would never, ever, ever, ever lie to you guys like that. That would ruin my whole life if I was telling you guys stuff like. I would never, ever do that. Okay, that being said, that's absolutely ridiculous.
I was like, oh my God, that's terrible. Terrible they're doing that to you.
I'm just a dumb YouTuber. I'm a dumb YouTuber. No one would ever talk to me. Now listen. All right.
Oh my goodness. I am glad they are talking to you, and I believe you wholeheartedly.
I would never say that. There's no reason for me.
Absolutely.
All right. That being said. Oh my goodness.
So I just wanted to say I love that you're still talking about this case, and that bringing it to life. As a survivor of SA myself from my biological father, I was on here chatting with Miss Deb, and I told her a little bit about my experience. And my dad, he not a good guy, and my mom didn't know about it, but he did it when I was not I mean, when she wasn't around. So in her defense, when we came back from vacation, when she told me that we were going to be going home,
right.
I started to scream, and my grandmothers took me home to Philadelphia with them. We were living in New York at the time.
Yeah, that's terrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we left. Like, I thought when we were on vacation visiting our family in Rhode Island that I wasn't going to have to go back. And then I found out, I was 5 years old, so I found out we were going back, and I screamed bloody murder.
Right. Oh, and I'm sorry. It sounds like it sounds like you might have had like you've done therapy, or you've done something to not like be in the feelings. Have you done anything like that?
Well, they had me at the court psychologist, like, because we had to go through a whole thing, because I did not want to visit with him, and the judge saw my reaction to him and was like, absolutely, like, this girl is not going to see him. And
right.
He always threatened, he was a citizen of Cuba, and he always threatened my mom that he was going to take me away and kidnap me and take me to Cuba, and she would never see me again. So I was always afraid, and we got an attack German Shepherd that kept me safe, and I could go out and play like other kids, you know.
My mom also went through abuse like that, where they kept sending her back to the perpetrator, but she didn't say anything. She was scared, right? So her mom didn't know better. But I mean, after the second or third summer of sending her over to be abused by a relative, and she still lives with it. And I think it's still right there for her. Like, it's variance. You sound like you've, I don't know, therapy or done something.
I have like a very like knack of like, I don't know. I easily move on from things. It's just my nature too. And that's just the way I've handled it. But it's just, this case has been very close to my heart. And I've always had a lot of empathy, and for basically for Deb and Chris going through a lot of that. And I gotta say, when I saw Deb get emotional, she was the one that, I mean, I can tell when somebody's being genuinely emotional and upset, and I can pick that up right away, and I react to it, and I'll cry with them.
You're an empath, right? You care about people's feelings, and
Yeah. Like, even before they emote, I will pick up on it, and I'll start to cry with them.
Right.
And Deb was the one that, like, she touched my heart. Like, I could feel her emotion throughout her whole interview that she had. Like, I was just so emotional during it. When Jen cried, didn't affect me at all. Not a thing.
Because you knew that was fake, right?
Yeah. So I have learned that when I don't cry, when I see someone crying, they're guilty of something.
Right. I mean, that's right. I should agree with that too, because I'm an empath. And when I first saw Deb and Chris in that interview, it was the hidden true crime, and the shit people were giving them, I had to dig in and say, why are they doing that? Why are they? And then you look at all the pieces and you're like, this is just, it's a case of other creators attacking, and people just, their mind's like, oh yeah, that's right, taking things out of context. So yeah, I agree.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, it's not right to do, because nobody knows unless they're in their shoes, and you know what I mean, like how they were going to react or anything. And I mean, it was just, and they were helping out, and they were, and that was their son, and it was just, I mean, it was so sad to see them like having to go through that. And it's so nice that you welcome them on here, and that, they're able to come in and chat and stuff. It's nice. So I wanted to thank you for all the exposure you're doing for this case, and bringing it to light and keeping it going. And hopefully we'll get #arrest.
Yes, Thank you.
Reality.
And you know what? I'm pretty sure I had a real call with a real person in media that really told me about many things today that, of course, I can't say. I'm pretty sure that it wasn't, I'm pretty sure I didn't make that up. So, yes, I would never do that. So I say hashtag arrest Jen Soto. The hour-long conversation that I had was definitely real today and all week long. So anybody else, any other content creator is welcome to get content or to get information and go to law enforcement with it and not just sit there making content, which is not what I do. I work all week. I've been working all week long, and in between that, taking interviews with media and sending information to law enforcement. It's crazy. So thank you. I appreciate you. I'm probably not going to take any more calls because the trolls are out on a Friday night, but I appreciate you.
Boy. Okay, well, I'm glad I got to talk to you. I'd been trying and I wasn't being successful, but I just wanted to reach out and just tell you you're doing a great job, and I appreciate everything that you're doing. I'm following along and I'm cheering you on.
Thank you so much. I will be back to regular reporting next week on new cases, and then when I have some, I'll let you guys know for sure. All right?
Okay, absolutely. Thank you so much. You have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. I got beat up all in one shot. I didn't take it that long. We needed to. Hey, I did good. You remember last time that the person called in and yelled at me, and I sat there taking it. This time I said, "Okay, bye." All right, guys. Yes, we all do. We all fight for Maddie. Just not Jen Soto. I agree. Honeybee says I like it when his parents are here. Yeah, I mean, you guys know YouTube has been getting more and more toxic. All right. I try to come on with you guys, talk, and then get off. I only try to go to channels that I know are like chill, but sometimes I get caught on other channels and then content is made out of me. So I appreciate you guys so much for supporting the channel and the effort of hashtag arrest Jen Soto. If any other content creators want to join in the hashtag arrest Jen Soto movement and give information to law enforcement and find Jen and do this and do that, you're more than welcome to. It's not a paying job, but it's a job. Jay, you have to come to Kissimmee and report from this on the scene. Come and see. I am going to come to Florida eventually. I'd love to. I made a promise I will. Ashton, you tried to call in. Do you want me to open the line so you can call back right now? Let me know, Ashton. If you want, I can open the line and have you call in. Barbie, thank you so much for the $2 super sticker. I appreciate Barbie G. Yeah, you guys get to see firsthand some of the nonsense that goes on, man. Like, damn. All right, guys, I love you. I've been on here for quite some time. You got to have boundaries with people. I know. Thank you. I'm learning. All right, Ashton, let me do that then. I'll open the phone line and let you call. I'm working on the boundaries thing. Do you remember last time I let them stay on too long? But this time I think I did pretty well. I'm very new at having people call in and yell at me. So, I don't ever know what to do. I'm like, give them the benefit of the doubt. And then they start yelling. I'm like, okay, I'm dropping you. All right, Ashton, 408. Hold on, let me put this up there again. 408-538-1516. I am opening the phone line for Ashton. All right, Ashton, go ahead and call in. Dang it, it hung up. No. I refreshed it right when you called. Can you call back, Ashton, please? All right. Oh, no, I didn't want to put that up. No. Stop sharing. Stop. Remove. Okay, let's do this. Ashton, I'm going to put this back up. I put the wrong one up. Hold on. This is it. I refreshed it right when you called in. All right, call back. Call back, Ashton. 408-538-1516. Let me move this. Stop the screen. And then share it. And there it is. All right. All right. There it is. Hello. Hey, hold on. Let me close the other one out. Are you on here, Ashton?
Call
Nope.
from
Dang it.
Sis. Emergency.
To accept,
If
press
it's an
1.
emergency, you shouldn't be calling on here. What's up, Synth?
You're
Yes.
not reading the chat, sweetness. You have to do a Foxy box before you go. Okay? I did a lot of thingies and you couldn't see it, and I didn't know if Baby Guilty had your phone, so
Oh,
I
no,
had
you're
to do
good.
it
I
the
appreciate
professional
you.
way.
Okay.
Thank you so
We're doing
much.
a
Okay,
Foxy
bye-bye.
Box. Thank you. All right, Ashton.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You, all right, we're doing a Foxy Box tonight, guys. You know what that means. I'll definitely come to Florida. Definitely come to Florida. I've been promising people to come to Florida. We're gonna give a Foxy Box away, guys.
Call from
Ashton.
All right. I'm sorry about that. I hung up on you in accident. Hi.
It's
Ashton.
okay. It's okay.
What do
Hey,
you got?
girlfriend!
You made it. What's up? What advice do you have for me
I
tonight?
know. Dude, I've got the biggest question. It's bothering me. Why is there puke on the downstairs bedroom floor?
That's what I
If
want to
she was
know.
supposed to be upstairs, right?
Wait, that's not the downstairs room. That was her that was the middle room. That was the one that has like a divider. That was Maddie's little room. That wasn't downstairs.
I know. That's what I'm saying. She was supposed to be going to bed with him upstairs in number 4, right?
Right. All right, hold on.
So why was there puke in her little closed off room downstairs, like almost underneath the bed?
Right. I don't know. I haven't been able.
I'm thinking maybe she was sick and there was a lot going on before Potato even got home.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it could have been. You're right. We don't even know the logistics of it yet. We don't know. Like,
Right.
I don't know who was where and what happened. Everybody has that question. Maddie's room wasn't. No, there was a half room. Maddie's half room was upstairs. Am I wrong about that? Synth, you did all of the stuff. Let's talk about it.
Downstairs.
Matt, do you mean the half room?
Yeah, the one that was sectioned off with the little folder things.
Don't worry, Clark. I blocked Lisa and Marie Hera. They're telling me I was rude for hanging up on the lady that was yelling at me. Does anyone
tell them to kiss fucking rocks and kiss my big old white fat ass.
She came in chat. Somebody else said I was being rude for hanging up on a lady that was yelling at me. Okay. So Anna Fleming said it was the half room was downstairs. Damn, why did I think her half room was upstairs the whole time?
I heard you say it a couple times, and I thought maybe you just misspoke because you talk so much.
Or maybe I
was
thinking, yeah, no, maybe I was thinking that because her room was room number 4 originally, and that was her room. They lived upstairs. All of them did. Juan lived downstairs. I didn't realize the partition was downstairs. So I didn't even think about that.
It was downstairs.
I mean,
it was downstairs by the kitchen.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we did a tour of the house way back when. So when we look back at that throw up, that's the same question I had, but Stephan has not answered me about any of that yet. I've asked him all those questions. All right, where did so I mean, I probably knew it was downstairs when we were doing models of the house and walking through it, but that was like a year and a half ago. Okay, downstairs off the kitchen. But yes, I had the exact same question, and I don't know. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we did. Yeah, I gotta go back and do some do my homework, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
definitely.
Well, guess what? She wasn't downstairs. Yeah.
You know I love you.
I love
you. And let
you.
any girl come after you, I'll slap your fucking piss out of bed.
Well, I appreciate
Sorry for the cussing, but
no, you're good. You're good. I wasn't being rude. I even stayed on there as long as I could. But I don't know why are people so hell-bent on saying I'm lying about this? Like, what? I mean, why would I do that?
Well, just the energy behind that is so bizarre. It's like, where do you get that energy?
And they're
for that
like
negativity.
they're so pissed off at me. Like, what? Anyway, okay.
Well, I told you that's what happens when you get famous.
I guess. All right.
Well, you're getting famous, so you better watch out. Save me a spot in the RV because I'm going to CrimeCon.
You're going to CrimeCon. I don't think my wife would like that, but we can save you a.
Oh yeah, well I would have to talk to her first.
And that's the thing. I think
we should make some T-shirts.
We're going to. We're gonna do the whole shebang, and we're either gonna get a booth or we're gonna just mob deep in there because we're all coming.
Yeah, I think a booth would be a good idea.
Right. Okay.
But the T-shirts, I'm thinking all the cases that you cover. You know what I mean? Throw them all on one shirt in some kind of order or not order.
There's, I've got hundreds of cases, and I actually can't wait to start covering those next week because when I cover the other cases, girl, people leave me alone. When I'm covering other cases, they don't come and bother me. They don't call me names. It's really weird when I come back on this, people get so mad, and I don't understand.
Oh, wow.
I really can't understand that.
Well, you described it in a good way to where it's opening people's wounds.
Well, at least
wounds.
I mean, that's part of it, but why does it open a wound and I'm trying to help? Why would you? And then she sent the posse back, Mary Jane and Lee, whatever the hell her name was, Mary Herrera and Jane, come on, and they're a crime crew member, and they come on to attack me. They're like, send in the troops.
Well, yeah, but honey, I mentioned it before. When all these people gift memberships and stuff like that,
yeah, they get them for free. I know.
You're gifting a troll. It's like, here, troll. Here you go. Come troll me.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how you would go about avoiding that, but
you can't. You can't. I'm just saying, when I cover other cases, people leave me alone. When I cover this case, people get so angry. I'm like, damn. But yes, arrest Jen Soto is what we want to do. And let me correct this real quick. Thank you for saying this. We haven't done the walkthrough in the house for a long time. But when I saw the throw up, I said the same thing. And I asked Stephan pointed questions. How did this get there? If you're saying this, how did she throw up all over herself? How did you change her out of the clothes? Did Jen help? Did she help you dress that morning? Is that why she forgot? So all of those questions are being asked, and they may never be answered to me, but as long as he answers that to law enforcement, good for him. We'll find out later, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. And then another point is also, when she was tidying up the house and found her phone on the dresser, why didn't she notice the puke?
Yeah, I know, right? That's and maybe maybe that wasn't. Listen, maybe that wasn't throw up down there. Maybe that was her slime, or maybe I don't know. But when I hear that she vomited everywhere and it came out of her nose and she maybe like choked on it, and I'm like, okay, so we'll see, you guys. These are things that we're gonna have to wait and see what comes out, right? Candy.
Well, yeah, you got to bomb that computer. Zoom in on that. It looks like puke to me.
I have zoomed in on it with you guys on the show, and I think it is, but I don't have I don't have they don't give case files like that, and so I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah. All right, baby. All right. Well, good talking to you.
Good talking to you. Thank you for being you. I appreciate you, and I hope to see everybody that can come to CrimeCon. As it gets closer, we're gonna solidify things. But some of my mods already bought their tickets, so we're going.
Yeah. I just texted my daughter. I was like, we're going to CrimeCon.
Listen, it's not that far. Las Vegas from you. You still down south?
I'm over here in Palm. You know where I live.
I just didn't know if you were still there. So Vegas isn't. I'm 8 hours from Vegas. I think it's closer to you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only like 4 hours.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So that's like me. 4 hours is South
Lake. Or an hour and a half flight.
Yeah, South Lake.
Even the flight is better.
Well, yeah, we're gonna drive the RV there. So anyway, I appreciate you. It could have been cat or dog puke. Yeah. We're gonna find out as we go. I'm thinking that's why they did laundry. Yeah.
I just want to remind you, Be careful.
I
Be
know.
careful of what you share, girl.
Oh, I
Be
know.
careful.
Well, here's the thing is I'm not going to share where I'm staying, but we're going to be at CrimeCon, right? People go to CrimeCon.
Right.
If somebody wants to harm me at CrimeCon, well, then then that's what's going to happen, you know? But
no, I think that they're pussies. They're pussies in the fact that I'm more concerned of them calling. We're not live, right?
No, we're live right now. Yeah, we're live.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
Then I'll have to text you.
Okay, if you want to text me.
I was just more worried about other aspects, but I know how it is. You love your family. You want to share it with us. And too bad you can't.
Well,
Put it that way.
I'm not going to do that, but my wife and I will be there with tickets. My daughter and my mom will be doing something else, but we're going to go.
Yeah.
And if I can't go to CrimeCon because of these people, I don't even want to do this then. So I'm going to be there.
No, you'll be fine. No, we all got you.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to happen to you. There's no way.
I hope not, but I've been to lots of conventions.
These motherfuckers are only brave behind a keyboard. That's it.
I know. They can call me. They can put their 61-year-old mom to call me and bulldog me and then jump on there and talk shit. Literally, if you, I mean, you've seen me. If someone wants to come to me in my face, I welcome it. But do it to me, right?
I know, baby.
All right, Ashton. I love you. Thank you.
All right, love you. Have a good weekend. Love you too.
All right.
All right, talk to you later. All right, baby.
Bye. Thank you. God, I love Ashton. I love talking to the crime crew people. Yes, guys. I'm a real lifer. All right, I'm a real lifer. If you want to say something, approach me. Don't go on my platform and try to insult. We don't know who's trying to harm me, but when we're going to CrimeCon, and there's a lot of people that have been mad at me lately. So let's see. Yeah, bring it full. Carolina says, bring it full. All right, Linda Glover says Maddie's room was as far away from the roommates as possible. That's why she was in that part of that. Thank you. And I could go over old videos that I've done and the walkthroughs of the house, etc. But I'm not going to do all that. We're going to let it stand on its own as it is. And as the information comes out, as media releases these things, because media that I'm talking to is going to release this stuff that we're talking about, and then you guys are going to know that that's what's happening. We got extra security. We do. I probably will. You never know. All right. Michelle, it was Juan's house and he managed it very tightly. Yes, he managed it very tightly, and he took the downstairs. Jen was upstairs with Maddie, Stephan, and them kind of kept to themselves, and the roommate was there. So that none of that happened on paper or documented until Juan left. Why was Jen complacent? I don't know. That's what we need to ask her. I don't know. That's a good question. Well, CrimeCon should have security, but I mean, we just don't want people showing up that want to come up to me and start doing this because they're mad about the Madeline Soto case and they don't believe me. Like, that's the kind of stuff we don't want. Brady says, I was sad. I missed the last CrimeCon. It was Denver. Bad timing. Yep. Next year, Vegas. All right, guys. Coco Kitty says it can't hurt to have the number of local security so you can read to the requests. So I get you. And I will. All right, you guys. Much love to you. CrimeCon 2026 is in Las Vegas. We're planning it now. All right. Brady says, shoot, I might be old, but I'm a damn good security guard. Prayers over there, everyone traveling and doing angels work here. Thank you, Terry Wilk. Absolutely. We love you being here as part of the crew. We like people that can use their language and speak without having to yell or insult or cuss. We can have a conversation. You don't have to bully me or talk louder than me to get your point across. So I appreciate when people call me a bully. Hey, now we're going to give away a Foxy box. All right. We got you. Hit the like button, drop a comment so you can be entered into the Foxy box. I'm going to drop this down. If you're out of the country, we can't ship the Foxy box because it's too expensive, but we have snail mail that will go over there. So that being said, guys, hit the like button, drop your comment. We're going to give away a Foxy box right now. All right, so let me put this little ticker up while you guys get yourself ready and dropping comments. That's how you can be entered into it, into the contest. All right, let me find this little thing here. Where'd it go? All right, so we're just gonna do a little app that spins around. Foxy box, Foxy box, Foxy box. It's coming. I'm pulling it up. All right. Thank you guys also for being here and staying here. All right. Why is it not working? Hold on, guys. It's a little bit slow. All right, let's see. Applications. It's not doing the applications, y'all. Okay, let me try this again. It's not letting me pick a application, everybody. I love you guys, but it's literally not letting me. It's just spinning and spinning. YouTube. We might have to come up with another way. Hold on. It's not working. Let's try it again. All right, it's working now. It's just taking a minute. All right, guys, I'm going to put this up there so you guys can see, and we're going to give away a Foxy box. All right, why do you want me to contact in Florida to help your case with Jen? We don't need you to contact anybody in Florida unless you have a tie to the media. I've already reached out to law enforcement and not just law enforcement, the head of law enforcement that would be covering the case. So if you have somebody in the media that wants to put it out there about hashtag arrest Jen Soto, Stephan's now talking, whatever, that would be cool. You can email me. Otherwise, I would say we just wait until they get back to us. But you guys probably will see something in the media soon once law enforcement tells us and gives us the okay. All right, so I'm gonna share this. We're gonna give away a Foxy box. Let me do this so you guys can see it. All right, hit that like button, say a prayer, and let's get it going. All right, but you can email me guiltyofcrimebyj@gmail.com. If you have anything you want to say. Kathy Smith, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you. And let's win something. Foxy box, y'all. All right. You got to be green. You got to be a member. And you got to live in the United States. All right. Confirm and start. All right, guys. Cross those fingers. It was a great live. We haven't been on this long in a long time. Almost 3 hours. Look at who won. But Kissimmee, I don't think you're a member. You're not. We love you. And ladies, I need you to answer. You're not. All right. Kissimmee is not a guilty of crime member. So we're going to do this again. All right. You got to be a member, y'all. And even if you're a member and you're a troll, you still could win as long as you don't cuss me out or yell at me. All right. There's no need to. We could have, listen, the lady that called in, I would have had a conversation with you and given you all the information that I could if you didn't start yelling at me and trying to bully me. All right. But when you're 61 years old, you should have enough common sense to not do that. All right. That was rude. So bye. All right. Let's go again. Telethon for Justice. I love it. You don't have to have extra money, Robin, at all. We give away memberships all the time. Okay, Barbie G. Barbie G, are you a member? I think you are. I think you're in the US and you always support my channel. All right. So let's see. Where's Barbie G at? Common sense is very uncommon. And what's up with a little bit of kindness, right? What's up with kindness? And thank you for saying that, Coco Cutie. Coco says, Jay is so sweet. She would have debated that person. I would have absolutely told you anything you wanted to know. All right. You're not a troll. Where's my Barbie G? I would love a membership, and you'll probably get gifted one. And we have a couple of spots for people tonight because a couple of people that are members just got blocked. They can no longer come on the channel. You say you do it, lady. I hear everyone saying that. All right. What happened to Barbie G? Barbie G always is here. Barbie G supports the channel. What do I do, ladies? What do I do? There she is. Oh, you already won? You did? Oh, man. Okay. All right. You guys stay here. Stay here. We're doing it again. Barbie G did win. I forgot all about that. I'm not good unless I write it down, y'all. Gotta write it down or I don't remember. Ask my mods. I'm terrible. All right. She's in chat, but she already won. So we're going to do it again. All right. We gave Synth gave away 100 Guilty of Crime memberships last week. Net Detective, look, Net Detective came up and Net Detective won. Said mute a troll a time or two and get their attention. Look at that. And Net Detective is a Guilty of Crime crew member. Now, here's the question. Barbie G had already won last week. That's why Barbie G didn't get it. But Net Detective, as long as you're in the United States, you're going to love the Foxy boxes. Now, you can't buy Foxy boxes. They have no monetary value because we don't sell them. All right. So, Net Detective, you just won. If you can reach out to guiltyofprizes@gmail.com. Dang it, Kissing Me. I wish you would have been a member, but we give away things all the time. All right. We give away stuff all the freaking time here. Memberships, merchandise, Foxy boxes, and we give you stuff that you can't buy. You can't just come in here and say, hey, how much is that? No, we're not selling it. All right. Congratulations, Net Detective. Thank you guys so much for being here, supporting the channel, and understanding what being a human being is, right? Being a human being. Being a human being means having respect for one another, whether or not you like them or you agree with them. We can agree to disagree. But don't come on and try to bully me and then email me and tell me that I'm the bully, right? All right. Congratulations, Net Detective. Much love to you, Montana Mystic. Much love. Kissimmee, email me, guiltyofprizes@gmail.com. All right. Wait, what are you confused about? Net Detective, you won a Foxy box. Are you in the United States? You're going to love a Foxy box unless you don't like Guilty of Crime merchandise and things that are tailored to you. All right. Congratulations. You won. Guiltyofprizes@gmail.com. Kissimmee is a member now. Kissimmee just bought a membership and popped up right after. Barbie G won a Foxy box last spring. I was picked last week on the spin and passed it on to someone who didn't. And we appreciate that. All right. All right. So you're good then. You won a Foxy box. I promise you, you'll love it. Abby Poodle's getting a Foxy box. Many people have gotten a Foxy box and they can't stop praising it enough. All right, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. Sherry, much love to you. Kissimmee said, I sure did. Now I know what being a member is. Oh man. Yeah, don't bully me and then come back on here or message me and tell me I'm bullying. All right. It was fun. We had a great night. Day 5 of 5. #arrest Jen Soto. I will keep you guys posted. If and when a news article comes out about this initiative, of course, I'm going to share it with you. And obviously, they will too. They will definitely name Jay Scott from Guilty of Crime. All right. Congratulations. Be real. Much love. Chris Cutie. Do a potato shirt, Jay. Oh, I wish, what's her name was here. I wish Tiff was here right now. Look. Oh, can you see this? Look at that. We need look at the potato. #arrest Jen Soto. Look at that. You like that? We could do that. We can throw that in a box. We won't sell it, but we can give it away. All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful night. I appreciate you. Love you too. I'm glad that you guys are here to support the channel and to witness the fuckery that goes on. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Much love. I hope I get to see you guys at CrimeCon. All right. Have a good evening. Love you.
Guilty of Crime.
I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please share this video, like, and subscribe. You can also follow me over at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, or Gmail. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can use Cash App or Venmo or PayPal. Thank you very much in advance.
guilty of crime? Are you guilty